Here we go. Isaiah Bradner versus Grant Manley show match. Reggie Drago for Isaiah. Grant is on the Terrapagos. Dortmund lists best of 7. Is lacking. Has the Rotom start, but is lacking in a Terra Pokemon. There's a mulligan here, though, to take advantage of. So Grant is like 1 card away from having a great hand. A single card away. Grant is just a single card away from having a good hand. Vitality Band is not it. We will see who is going first in this first game. It is Bradner going first. I guess I missed the coin flip. Bradner's hand, pretty chill. Doesn't have to play it super aggressively, but we'll see what the... Probably needs to play aggressively here. We'll probably see the Billy happen. And then the question is, do you use the Dippity here? Unless, like, the ability... No, there's no way the Billy is, like, that big of a liability, right? We always Billy here, right? Yep, there's the Billy. Do you bench the Dippity is the only other question, I think, at this point. Oh, Bradner's thinking about it. Does have Cleffa, so, like, if you do think it's that bad to put Squawkabilly in play, you could just hard retreat. Oh, no, you can't. You have 3 retreat costs on Drago. For some reason, I thought it was 2. You could just go attach retreat, but you can't do that. Maybe we're just thinking about the Dippity placement there. There's the Billy. Fresh 7. Pretty good hand. Has an E-switch. Could E-switch here right now. Honestly, I don't see a reason not to. Grant only plays 1 Iono, which is unlikely for Grant to have, but you could have it here. I'm curious what else you actually grab here as Isaiah. I don't know if this is like a double draw. This feels like a double Drago matchup, though, where you'd want back-to-back Reggie Dragos. So I feel like getting a Drago V here. You might be able to live off 1 Ogerpon as well. You don't really need the next Ogerpon for sure. So we could see the... We don't even grab second Ogerpon. We maybe don't even ever even set up a second Ogerpon. It might just be 2 Dragos, live off 1 pawn, as long as you feel like you can. But I'm actually not sure if this is a double Drago matchup or not. We're going through the prize checking here. Looks like prized a grass. I didn't really see anything else that was really like, super big that was prized. Is he on the Noctowl? It should be Dortmund list. So yeah, Bradner should have the Noctowl. I guess that would have been an interesting grab there. Would have been the Owl. Do you do anything else here? I can't really think of a reason to need to play this nest ball for sure. You definitely don't need to play this next nest ball, I would say. But the E-switch does kind of just make sense here. Because, yeah, Grant only plays 1 Iono, but Grant could just have it, and then you'd be wishing you had played this E-switch here. Fortunately for Grant, maybe, though, is Bradner does have only Iono in here in the hand as draw support. So we might see Bradner... Oh, is actually going to get the Mew. Interesting. So we are going to bench lock ourselves here. I guess the question would be like, what else would you get here anyways? And the answer would just be like maybe an Ogerpon. Who and Noctowl prized? Yeah, it looks like the Owls are prized. All right, there's the Mew. Bench lock can release an issue when it will open up with Area 0. Oh, it's even going as far as to try and get this restart off. That is true, actually. When Area 0 does hit the field. Yeah, that is actually fair, yeah. All right, go over to Grant, who has a fine hand to set up with here. Is just lacking a little bit in terms of follow-up. Double Owl Hoot being searched out, and then does have the Buddy Poffin in hand as well. I'm actually not sure what we're going to get off the Buddy Poffin, though. We need, like, another Hoot Hoot. And, I guess, Pidgey? You get Hoot Hoot Pidgey off of the Poffin? Do you ever go double Pidgey, though? I feel like this is a situation where you'd want double Pidgey because your first Pidgey's just going to die, right? I assume it's going to die. I guess like another consideration is Manaphy ever a consideration here to play around Kyurem? Otherwise, oh, we have Manaphy in hand. I was gonna say, do we Poffin for the Manaphy? But we literally have it in hand, so we should be chilling. So we are only getting one Pidgey. So, like, we will lose this Pidgey to a... If a Dragapult attack does happen, the Pidgey is most likely the thing that's getting KO'd here. All right. We'll see how big of a turn Bradner can have. Grass Energy top deck. You could Ogre Pawn it, but I assume you just attach it to the Drago and then maybe just play Iono. You could give up your Prime Catcher to the Ultra Ball to go get your V-Star, but that sounds kind of bad to lose your Prime Catcher right now. You could Ultra Ball, you could play the Prime Catcher and then Ultra Ball away the Grass and the Iono and then draw with Restart. All right, is going to give up the Prime here. Giving up the Grass doesn't feel that bad. Giving up the Prime Catcher definitely feels bad. And then we see is going for that Drago V-Star. This does let you draw 2 with Mew right now as well. Kyurem's in there. Dragapult's in there. Cologne Angle. The Cologne is in there, so theoretically... But that now at this point, that involves Legacy Star, which is probably not a terrible situation for Grant to be in. If Isaiah has a Legacy Star to recover the Prime, then it's not a terrible spot. Appreciate the Prime and get this up there, EDU. Welcome to the pack. All right, there's the restart. Oh, maybe not. Why would you ever not restart now? Do you think we're really gonna get restart value off after the Iono? Probably not, right? I feel like if you're gonna restart, well, actually, what could you? Well, you could restart into energy here, I guess, would be the thing. I guess the question would just be like, what could we even restart into? That would be good. The answer would be energy. And then the draw here it's not bad. This draw's like okay. Grabs double grass. You could then vessel away the boss. You don't really want to play double E-Switch here, I assume. You play 1 E-Switch plus attach for turn. Oh, that is another dead card. Another card you really don't want to overly burn. We don't have an attacking option in the discard pile yet. If we just had Dragapult in the discard pile here, we'd be feeling pretty good. But now we're lining up the Legacy Star here from Isaiah. Some options. Eyes up Ultra Ball. I mean, we do have to get to the Dragapult, right? We didn't discard it off the Legacy Star. Prime Catcher might be the other grab. We did mill the second Super Rod. So that's our only recovery. So does it have to be Super Rod? No Prime the rest of the game? We still have both our boss, though. We do still have our boss. Are the ads on auto roll? The ads are on auto roll, yes. I'll try and run them in between games. So that way it pushes them back. And I'll set that up right now. All right, Dragapult in the discard pile. We do have the Super Rod for some recovery, and then we have that play here from Bradner. This is why I was like curious, like, what if? Well, I guess, like, what if Grant had gone double Hoothoot, double Pidgey, Manaphy Fanroto, but then I guess you're bench locking yourself. But then you could eventually attack with Pidgey to threaten something, right? I'm not sure. Kind of sounds like the audio is panned left. You probably should restart the stream page. All right. Yeah, Pidgey's dead. 2 prize cards. First 2 prize cards going over to Bradner. Is this like... I don't want to say it's unwinnable from here, but Bradner does have a pretty good setup. We'll see what Grant drew into here. There's the Hoothoot. The Owls are prized. Finally recovered 1. Go next. This does not seem good. You're not attacking this turn. It gets the Terrapagos, but has literally nothing else to work with here. So could play the Colchis Tenacity to have more options to go into with the next turn. But obviously the rest of the hand is literally just dead. It might just be a pass over here, actually. From dead hand to dead hand. Yeah. Dead to dead. There's the pass. All right. Over to Bradner. Now this is where it feels like things are pretty good for Bradner. This free turn to work with. Having to burn the Legacy Star super early or on turn 2 doesn't feel great ever. But now we have this extra turn to play with, which kind of like leaves us in like a pretty good spot overall, I would say. We could even like basically set up second. We almost all basically just have second Regidrago set up here, to be honest. Welcome to the Yapping Podcast. I enjoyed it. Appreciate 13 months of Ridgeway. It's not gone. Me and Book are just waiting for the content to pop up. Yeah, there's still the potential for it to come back for sure. Appreciate the Prime sub there, Chills. Appreciate the 4 months there. Or 3 months, IB Griffey. Appreciate the Prime. It's G4. Chip trying to start the drama. Literally, Chip is creating fake drama. Literally fake drama Chip. Is there... Oh, we're giving up the E-Switch. That means we're playing research here, right? I assume. Or we just don't need the energy anymore, I guess. I was wondering, are we going boss on the Terrapagos? Maybe it's based off what we get here. Where's Tina at right now? Is the Tina in the discard pile? I actually don't know where the Tina is. Apparently both players have the wrong... Bradner's playing the wrong Hoot Hoot, and Grant is playing the wrong Duskull. Not actually consequential in the outcome of the match. They can change him after the match if they want, but it's not a big deal. Alright, so Bradner's just going to chill and punch. Phantom Dive, get a prize. Oh, I guess we just kind of set up for game here, right? 3 on Terrapagos, 1 on each of the squad on the bench. Yeah, does Grant even have like an answer to this play? I don't even know if there's an answer, to be honest. DQ on both, end the stream. True. Oh, yeah, true. He does have Cologne boss next turn as well. Yeah. I don't see a play. And with this hand, I don't think Grant has a comeback play here. I think we are going next. I think we're going next here. Reducing Terrapagos' damage is a genius play here. You don't want to take a knockout too aggressively. Yeah, Grant's sticking it out. There's the retreat, but the boss is in the hand here for Isaiah. And even if the boss wasn't in the hand here for Isaiah, I don't think Grant is making the comeback in this one as the Pidgey hits the bench. A couple different ways to win the game on this next turn, I believe, here from Bradner. I don't know where the... I guess I'm not sure where the Kyurem is at this point, but... There we go. 3 prize turn. Trying to emote before getting the dub. All right, well, we'll see what this matchup looks like when Grant gets to go first. Although, in this, for the hand that Grant drew in this game, it wouldn't have really changed too much, to be honest. It really would not have changed too much. We'll see, though. Bradner goes up 1-0. I did do that right. All right, so, yeah, they'll give the players a chance if they want to switch out their Hoot Hoots and Duskulls. It doesn't really matter. If they want to do it, they can do it. And then they did agree to swap back and forth, first versus second. So Grant, even though Grant also lost, Grant's going first in this one, and no matter what, Isaiah's going first in the next one. For anyone who just tuned in, it's best of 7, so first to 4 is our victor here. TCG Live RNG is not real unless your name is Grant Manley. True. Your audio is panned slightly left. I don't think so. Hang on. I don't think it is. Is my audio panned slightly left? I'm watching mobile and can hear you a majority in my left. Is that true? Okay, one guide. Bro got one guide. Does my audio sound like it's panned slightly left to literally anyone else? Yeah, the audio coming out strongly on the left. I restarted the browser. Audio sounds fine on YouTube. Nah. Huh, interesting. Slightly right for me. Dude. It's good, it's fine. Is it actually fine? Dude, it'll actually annoy me if it's not fine. It's normal on YouTube? Interesting. I don't know why that would actually be true if it was. Turn the mic down. Not down, spin it backwards. That'll solve the problem. Dude. Switch sides. Oh, my bad, my bad. All right. Over to Grant. Has a playable hand. Not sure if there's anything that prize cards for the heavy ball. There's a heavy ball. There was a Terrapagos prized. Nothing too... I mean, there's a double turbo prized. There is one double turbo prized. If Grant... Does Grant need to attack 3 times in this matchup? How many times do you need to attack in this matchup? I assume it's probably 3, right? Is it a 3 attack matchup? You do 2? How do you only attack 2 times in this matchup? Don't you need to KO 3 2-prizers? The Cleffa starts about as good as it gets here for Bradner. Duskbriar. Oh, I guess because of the Cleffa start. But if Cleffa wasn't in the active here, you would have to attack. If there's only 2 prizes in play, you have to KO all the 2 prizes, right? All right. This looks pretty good here for Bradner to start off with. Double Dusk. I guess, yeah, you could double Dusknor. But aren't they KOing your Duskulls? Like, you don't get access to your Dusknors, right? They're going to KO your Duskulls. They're not just giving you access to Dusknor. Yeah, they're not just going to give you access to Dusknor like that, I don't think. Usually 10 months Kino. Bradner probably squawks again. I mean, you have Cleffa in the active, so you definitely don't need to. We'll just see what you draw here. You just want to get an energy attachment down onto your Drago. You could just go for Mew here to try and draw energy. You could, like, Ultra Ball away. What's the hand again? Maybe you Nest Ball for this, and then you Ogre Pawn 1 energy to the pawn, and then you could Ultra Ball away Tina plus top deck, get Mew, draw 2 with Mew, theoretically. You switch off the Ogre Pawn. They probably need second Drago here, right? I don't know how much of a threat is your Drago under with this board save from Grant. I don't know if you're under that big of a threat, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see if Bradner goes for Squawkabilly or Mew here. I assume it's one of the 2. Or you could go second Drago, I guess. It is the Billy, though, so we're going to see a lot more cards here. I was thinking maybe you could just go Mew and then just try and hit energy off it, but... is always going prime kill this turn if he gets 1 Drago down. You say that, but is that, like, how likely is that with, like, the board state that Grant had? Like, he has Pidgey and a Hoot Hoot, like, and a 7-card hand. It's not like he's gonna play Research this turn. He doesn't play Research. He can play an Iono, I guess. Can he get a full bench plus Stadium plus energy? I don't know. I feel like it's not that easy, but I could be wrong. How important is that canceling clone? Can we just Ultra Ball away canceling clone and cure him to go get a Drago V-Star here if the third one's in the deck? Noctowl does insane things. It doesn't feel that insane with this current board state, but we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong for sure. Ultra Ball, how good is the Kyurem play around Manaphy in this matchup? It is 3 prize cards. I guess with 2 Drago V-Star in the discard pile, though, and us wanting to play a Super Art pretty aggressively, we could Ultra Ball away the grass and the Kyurem. It feels just good to Ultra Ball away. Drawing 1 more card off Cleffa and guaranteeing the V-Star in your hand, or putting the V-Star in your hand, seems pretty good here. I don't know. Looks like Bradner agrees. Yeah, I just don't know how good the Cologne is. And then, yeah, just search out the V-Star for next turn. 5 with Cleffa. Oh, no, I guess it is +2 cards off the Cleffa. Never mind. We have Boss Clone in the, or Prime Clone in the hand right now. I don't think we're going to go for that right now, but, or in the next turn. We'll see, though. All right, over to Grant. I mean, you got combo pieces. What do you do, though? I couldn't tell you. There's a lot of stuff in this hand. I guess you KOing Cleffa here isn't terrible because you do set up for a Briar play, right? But that means you do need to attack 3 times. You'd have to go Terapagos, knockout active, Terapagos, KO, Ogerpon, Dusknoir, Terapagos, Briar, KO, Drago. This feels like you can't... This feels like a hand where you're not able to prime for 2 prizes this turn, right? Maybe you can KO Billy? Yeah, I guess you could KO Billy. Maybe KO Billy. Why not Muting Grasping Draw? Because he wants to see more cards. He thinks seeing more cards is worth it. Candy Poffin. So we need to get some more squad here. Here's the Pidgeot. So this can find our double turbo energy. He 100% should have gotten second Hoot off Rotom last turn. I don't know if that's true. Like finding I don't know. Finding Noctowls is a lot harder, but I guess also if you just get Iono, it doesn't matter. You're just down Noctowls. Doing a prize count here. I would assume you bench. I guess you don't need to bench second Terapagos. You gotta bench something here. Imagine if Bradner just goes Iono KO Pidgeot. Like you're cooked. And that's a play Bradner can probably do out of the current hand. Manaphy? He had Jack. Chip is definitely right. Oh, I guess that's fair if you know you're going to play the Jack next turn. Well, maybe Brett or Grant wasn't 100% positive on the Jack. But that does make more sense. That is fair. So is getting the man... I don't think you're afraid of Kyurem here, though. I don't really love the Manaphy grab yet. Yeah, I don't really love the Manaphy grab yet because it's like... I think you'd want Bradner to Kyurem here. So I think Bradner's not going to Kyurem here. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Double Turbo acquired from Grant, though. We did find the Double Turbo energy. We can attack 3 times this game. Don't worry. Grant has all 3 attacks available. Okay. From Bradner here... I mean, you got a lot of options. I don't even know how you tackle this. You could just punch the active with a Dragapult attack. You could Prime Catcher Iono, KO Pidgeot. I like that. I like Prime Catcher Iono. You have the Tina set up. I kind of like that. I like kind of removing this Pidgeot from play and then kind of progressing from there. From there, we have options. Cologne is getting played off the... We're just playing the Cologne. It's just out there. Are we burning it? Oh, we're going after the Manaphy. So we're just going for the 3 prize turn here. Remove the Hoot Hoot. Just literally getting aggressive. Okay. I don't hate it. I'm curious to see where this goes from here. Ooh, that's great. We drew into the Noctowl. So we have easy discard fodder for our vessel here. This was my... I don't know if you actually want to set up Noctowl in this matchup or not, but... Drago's pretty bad here, too. Getting rid of Drago's probably correct. The cool thing about the Noctowl in the Regidrago deck is really easy to use Ultra Balls and Vessels. If you don't have Dragon Pokemon, then you discard the Owls. Makes it easier to play, like, 3 games of Pokemon in a set because you're always just like, it makes it easy to discard stuff. It's like VIP passes in Lost Zone decks back in the day. You'd always just Lost on the VIP pass. Always discard the owl. All right. Yeah, so it's just going for the aggressive prize cards here. Seems fine, right? This like kind of like locks out the Dusknoir play a little bit later on. Like, is the Dusknoir play even going to be available from here on out? Like, you can't even use Dusknoir at this point once this play happens. And this gives like Bradner full control. We haven't used Legacy Star yet either, so we still have that to fully recover from everything. I guess the only thing Bradner's probably thinking about here is like, do I just play the Jamming Tower because it's just bad? Or do I save it to bump stadiums later on? Goes for the save. And there we go. There's the knockout. This is also going to have to force a double turbo energy. Well, I guess you can force the Turo out of Grant here. Yeah, the Hoot Hoot always dies. Oh, are we putting damage somewhere else here ever? Or is it just 3 prize cards? KO's the Manaphy, so you could just win next turn with another Kieran play if Grant puts down like a Hoot Hoot and a Duskull. Pretty good. It's a pretty good spot to be in, it feels like. And pretty good prize cards as well. Well, the Ogre-Pawn's like the big one to like replenish energy and play next turn. All right, so let's see what Grant can do in this situation. Plenty of options. Has the quick search. Could go for a knockout off the bench. Remove that Drago with the energy in play. But then you leave the Drago V-Star around. So like they still have that. But I guess you can't KO the Drago V-Star anyways. I mean, your best KO here is probably just the Drago V on the bench, I would assume. And then maybe you just Iono and pray that Bradner whiffs. Maybe you should go like Iono KO Drago V, pray Bradner whiffs, bench Duskull, and then next turn you Briar combo win. That could be the play here. We'll see. It's hard to play Iono out of this hand, though, as Grant, because you don't have the stadium yet, but you have all your basics in hand. But if you don't Iono Bradner this turn, Bradner has a 9-card hand and Legacy Star next turn. Like, Bradner can probably do whatever he wants next turn, and even could, like... Wait, does Bradner play Halucha, actually? Have people been cutting Halucha? Is that a thing? You gotta fit the owl, and you have to cut birds for birds? Is that, like, the trade-off? A bird must be sacrificed to include another bird in your deck? Let's see. Yeah, there's no Halucha. Okay, there is no Halucha. You did have to sacrifice the bird. You can't just play all the birds. We did have to sacrifice... We did have to sacrifice the owl. Seems reasonable, to be honest. It's like... Is that like how summoning in Yu-Gi-Oh works? That's how deck changes in Pokemon work? That synchro summoning, is that the synchro summoning version of Pokemon, or Pokemon synchro summoning? We have to get rid of the owl to get the 1/1 owl, or get rid of the hawk to get the 1/1 owl. Is that equivalent? Pokemon link summoning? What are you saying? Exactly. All right, I assume Grant needs to draw a prize card this turn. I guess Grant could just punch the active though, just chill with this the rest of his hand. I don't know. Laugh massive, you're getting close. All right. I mean, it's never going to be a perfect 1-to-1, right? It's never going to be a perfect 1-to-1. They're 2 different games, but I'm just trying to get close here, yeah. Is going to go for the Iono play. Okay, so is definitely hoping for, and is like content with just punching the active here as well. Could get like the counter catcher play, I guess. Like you need an insane draw off here from Grant though to like get the knockout on a bench Pokemon. No stadium, can't bench that Duskull. No quick start. So this is going to be a punch on the active. Which this doesn't seem terrible from Grant, though, to be honest. This seems like okay. But just seems like just okay. All right, we're switching back over again. Over to Bradner. It's a pretty good draw, I'm not going to lie. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Vessel for 2 energy, an E-switch, a Nest Ball for the Mew to draw 3. Ooh, not bad. He could have prime catcher the Ogre Punch, try and KO it. Yeah, but that's probably not worth it because you're like never getting there. I think you just settle for the punch in the active here. I mean, I assume we just play this all out as Bradner here. We'll see. I almost feel like Bradner doesn't need to attack this turn as well. Maybe I'm tripping, but I feel like if Bradner didn't attack this turn, it wouldn't be terrible. It'd be like, okay, maybe you just split your energy on your Dragos and pass. Like, or if you evolve the bench one. Now we have a boss here, though. So you could go boss dip. You could boss KO Pidgeot, or you could boss punch Dippity and just leave it punched, which is interesting. You could just boss punch the Dippity. We're not going to commit to the boss yet, though. We're just going to go into the restart. Research is pretty good. That's pretty good. Sure, Bradner's not complaining. The draw, though, dude, these owls got to go, man. Perfect, but perfect. Ultra Ball perfectly lined up here. Ultra Ball away. Oh, wait, we have game here with... You're right, we do have game here with Kyurem. But we don't have it yet, though. We're not there yet, right? Legacy for Eastwich Cologne V-Star. Oh, no, wait, he did have game. Wait, yeah, Bradner had game. He doesn't have it anymore. But yeah, if he had played the boss and then recovered Eastwich Cologne... Double Kyurem. The throw. I didn't even realize. Dragon Pulse are cooked. That's good. Okay, he had game. Did a little bit of a throw. Now we got to recover. What's the recovery here from Bradner now? Going for Eastwich Super Rod. Eastwich Super Rod off of the Legacy Star. Eastwich is coming down. Did he prize prime? No, I believe it's in the bottom of the deck right now. He is going to bench the Hoot Hoot. That thing's got to be better in the discard pile. There's no way. Oh, prime is in the discard pile, yeah. Well, no. In this situation, he can't win anymore. He needs to get Cologne E-Switch off of the Drago play. You need to get Clone E-Switch off the Drago play. You could just Tina knockout here, though, right? And then you have Radzar to close it out. That seems fine. There's no way for Grant to win next turn. Grant still has to win over 2 turns. So it seems like a fine place to be here for Bradner. Bradner loses this game, bro. Honestly, though. Not going to play the Super Rod. Just going to hold it. And what is the choice for attack here? Yeah, lost impact. Okay. Just go ahead and take the prize cards. Go down to 1. Drosnor can't be used. Briar can't be used. Lock those 2 plays out. The only thing Grant can do is attack through the active, and that eventually turns on Radzard. I wonder if Bradner should have actually used Super Rod here and recovered energy plus Pheasantipity. Because if you get like... Oh, no, but you can't get Iono'd because Grant plays 1 Iono. Never mind. I was going to say if you get Iono'd here, but... That's not a thing. Got second Super Rod off the prize cards as well, so it's plenty of resources. There's no, like, weird stall line that Grant can go for now. Some kind of, like, trap something in the active, hope you deck out situation. Because, yeah, Bradner definitely decks out first here with only 6 cards left to Grant's 30. He has the owl, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. We got the owl. We're chilling. The most important piece is still around. Oh, shoot. My bad. Thanks for the heads up. All right. Course's Tenacity. Azul likes Drago a bit too much. I mean, the deck is still the cooler deck for sure. Terapagos is like a little bit linear. The plays you can make with OG Drago are still super sick. Does Grant play the bear? Because I feel like bear is the best option here. No, Grant does not play the bear, the Ursaluna. No Luna. He's in the zone. Gonna go with the ghost. Did Grant ever come to the conclusion that 1 Iono was the right amount, bro? You might be onto something. With Bradner knowing about Corsa's tenacity, does he bench Kirim to use it as a one prize attacker? Only after it's been used. I didn't even realize it has. Wait, when was Corsa's tenacity used? You shouldn't just aggressively put it. You shouldn't aggressively bench the Kirim, but you just like you could hold on to it as a. I didn't even like think about that as an interaction. This turn, oh, it just got used. I'm tripping. You kind of have to wait. That is like a interesting. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but it is like an interesting thing actually. Yeah. All right. Well, there's no hand disruption here. I'm pretty sure that means that you can't lose here as Bradner. I'm pretty sure Bradner can't lose. Terapagos is a cool deck. It's not a cool deck. Just not as cool as Reggie Drago. Both decks can be cool, but Drago is definitely cooler. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Why quick search for DT? Because we're committed to just like punching the active this turn no matter what, right? So that means that our DTE is like one less thing we have to quick search for next turn. We're just setting up for. Oh wait, that's true. Why are we quick searching for DT? If we get knocked out, then we lose. I guess if something gets trapped in the active, right? As Grant here. Wait, we have switch in hand though. Yeah, why quick search for DT? Honestly, maybe he's just in the tank and just like I don't know what to grab here. I'm just gonna get a card. That honestly is maybe why. Because yeah, the more I look at this, the more I'm like, wait, it doesn't do anything next turn. We have a switch, but all right, over to Bradner. Can definitely win this turn. The question is, will we win this turn? And we have the owl. I don't know what's priced here. I think there's one E-switch left. So if the E-switch is left, the game is over, I'm pretty sure. E-switch is left. That should be game, I imagine. Wait. No, that should be game because we can Super Rod back Dippity and then some grass and then Ultra Ball for the Dippity. So it should be game here. And we should attack with Radzard. All right, 2-0. And honestly, this has been kind of convincing in my opinion. Like, these have not been close games. Now, I know Grant did not have a ridiculously good start in the first one, of course. Yeah, Grant didn't have like a ridiculously good start in the first game. I guess we would have just won with research here as well. The Noctowl literally did nothing. But like this is like looking at how this matchup can play out, it feels like Drago favored. Like the amount of plays that Drago can make and how linear Terapagos is like okay, Drago has like the potential to control the matchup the whole time. It feels like, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna help y'all out on Twitch here. I'm gonna run the ad in between games, so that way it doesn't happen in the middle of the game next time. All right, so I believe actually in this one as well, Isaiah should be going. They are trading back and forth of who goes first. I just want to make sure what the I want to make sure. I'll go ahead and hit y'all with the ad so you don't have to experience it in the middle of the game. I believe they're going back and forth on who goes first, which means Bradner just won and will be going first as well. I'll let them confirm though. I'm pretty sure. Imagine not using Prime Sub. I mean, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. Appreciate 7 months there in Sano. Appreciate the 2 months there. T. Crowdy. All right, Grant did say that he threw in the last game. He said, should have gone Fan Vitality, Rotom Punch, and then I could have Dusknored the Noctowl. Okay, so Grant thinks there was another line there. I don't know on what turn, but probably I assume the turn before you just lost the Radzard, so it wasn't like the last turn there where that would have mattered for him. Fix the gameplay window a little bit. All right, yeah, so Bradner is going first. Bradner did win the last game, but they are trading back and forth of who goes first. So game 1, Grant went first. Wait, no, game 1, Bradner went first. Then Grant went first game 2. Now Bradner's going first game 3. The start here for Bradner, though, kind of mid. Do you commit to the Radzard? Do you put that Radzard down and attach to it? That could be a play. Attach the fire. You could also attach a grass to the Ogre Pawn and just go for a turn 2 Ogre Pawn attack as well. Or just kind of hang a 1-prizer in the active here from Bradner. You could just like leave Hoot Hoot in the active or retreat into Cleffa. Looks like does want the option. Maybe not. Just going for the Hoot Hoot attach. Okay. The potential to retreat into the Ogre Pawn next turn. Maybe not. Where are we going with this? Is unsure. Okay. Goes with the grass attached to the Ogre Pawn. Okay. Can't he cure him for real? Well, not right now. Grant's not going to play what's called turn 1. So, all right, Grant's hand here looks pretty good. Like, I feel like this, you can't complain about this, right? That looks like a pretty good hand. Am I missing something? I don't think I'm missing anything here. Especially, like, Bradner did not get down a turn 1 Drago. No turn 1 Drago. It's looking good. I assume Grant won't play Course until Kiram's in the discard pile. Probably. Or until, like, Manaphy's established and he thinks it's too awkward to go for the big Kiram play. Yeah, you don't just want to bench it for sure. We're never just benching. We're never just playing Courses like immediately. We always want to try and probably wait a little bit for something else to happen. It is kind of funny for like lists that play like research and the Course though. Sometimes you just have to research it away. No turn 1 Drago means he has to bench 2 next turn. You say that, but last game there was no possibility Grant was ever KOing a Drago V off the bench turn 2. This is a little bit different though. This hand is definitely a lot better. Honestly, I'm not even convinced that it's actually a play. I mean, it is a play, but I'm not even convinced that happens that often. KOing the active seems easy. KOing the bench Pokemon seems difficult sometimes. This game is 100% KOing a Drago. I would hope so. I would hope this deck can do that with this hand. With this hand, I would hope that Grant can KO a Drago turn 2. Attaching Radzard would counter KO Drago. True, but we're probably doing that this turn, right? That's probably something that's happening this turn. Once again, the aggressive Manaphy bench feels a little weird, but I said, oh, wouldn't you want like a Duskull down this turn? Am I tripping? I feel like Duskull down there was pretty good. And then we get Manaphy established next turn. Am I tripping? I feel like Duskull over Manaphy there makes sense. And then play the Jack. Oh, maybe you want to conserve the Jack in case you could Iono it. Actually, I don't hate that, to be honest. All right, over to Bradner. Has Radzard. Could attach a Radzard. Did use the Ogre Pawn to accelerate an energy. Yeah, if you are scared, that's a lot of researches to lose, but it's probably fine. If you are scared of your lone Drago or a Drago getting Gust KO next turn, then you'd want to establish Radzard here, I feel like. It feels like Bradner's just playing towards like probably like retreat to Cleffa. Maybe you go Ogre Pawn Punch. Oh my! Oh, that was pretty bad. It's a Cleffa angle. I feel like this is a Cleffa angle. Ultra Ball away, double Dragapult, Cleffa. No, you don't get a Drago down. Wait, what kind of angle is this? Oh, it's a Noctowl angle. Hold up, it's a Noctowl angle. Double Nest Ball for Cleffa Drago. Noctowl for this to save. It's a double Nest Ball angle, or maybe it is a retreat to Ogre Pawn take a knockout angle. You could go Ogre Pawn KO active, and then double Nest Ball for double Drago, and then live off your V-Star next turn. But that just seems pretty mid. But maybe that's the better play to go for. See what Bradner thinks here. You could also double Nest Ball for Mew plus Drago, and then bench all your Ogre Pawns. That feels awkward, though. Then you can't put down double Drago anyways. We'll see. The Cleffa was in there, I believe. So the Cleffa line is available. Could also just like, what is it called? Triple stab? Hit him with the triple stab with the Hoot Hoot. That seems decent. Why didn't he bench Radzard? I guess didn't want it as like a liability in play, but I feel like Grant can't really take too big of an advantage of like just bringing it up and trapping the active. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of benching Radzard turn 1 and attaching to it, to be honest, and accelerate your Ogre Pawn. You probably weren't going to have like a super explosive turn 2. I don't know. Maybe Bradner was playing around the idea of like, oh, what if I get Prime Catcher KO Pidgey or something like that? But that seems like, I don't know, it seems like a lot to get. I'm not sure, to be honest. There's the double nest ball off the Hoot Hoot, or the Noctowl, excuse me. Another question is, what do you get? Do you get double Drago or do you get Cleffa Drago? One of them has to be a Drago, I feel like, for sure. And that is what I say is going for. What about the other nest ball, though? 2 Drago retreat, attack with Ogre Pawn, live off Legacy Star, or a good top deck? Or do we go for the Cleffa, get a little bit of extra draw power this turn, and go from there? I guess the third option here is to get Mew and draw with Mew, but that feels pretty bad. That is a thing, though. I guess you could bench, E-switch Mew for 2, but then you're bench locked. Double Drago. So it is double Drago attack here, it looks like. Second pawn to play around the possibility of the Iono happening, but not the third pawn. Not yet. Just one. And attack. Oh, maybe the third pawn. Hold up. This feels really bad, though, if Grant just goes, ignore your active Ogre Pawn. Then you have 3, but then you get to keep all your energy. No, maybe Grant is always knocking out the active here, actually, because otherwise you get to keep all the energy, which is not good for Grant if there's an Ogre Pawn sitting with 3 energy ready to be E-switched off. All right, over to Grant, immediately into the Noctowl. I'm going to fix this gameplay window a little bit as well. That's good enough. We're in with the Jewel Seeker. The question is, I don't even know what you get here. You definitely want to knock out the active, though, I think, for sure. Going for the candy. Can we get there with just Jack this turn? Jack finds us Pidgeot. I don't know. I can't do the math. Somebody do the math. We're on a Feather Ball. That means we're not using Jack, right? We wouldn't get Feather Ball here if we're using Jack. So we're going for a different supporter here. Does it have to be the Tenacity, though? Tenacity seems mid. How close are we? Tenacity, bench 3. Seems mid. Tenacity for DT, what's it called, seems fine. But does that actually get the knockout? Am I tripping? Wait. Oh, wait, no, maybe this is correct. Wait, am I tripping? 1, 2, 3. But we need a full bench. Are we just not taking a knockout this turn? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, we have to play the Ultra Ball, though. That feels so bad. Could we have done this where we don't have to play the Ultra Ball, though? Am I missing? I'm definitely missing something. We do have a full bench here, though. We are getting there. Do you put the Duskull on the bench? It could be Dragapulted. That's what Grant's thinking about here. Dude, do I really want my Duskull to die? I don't know if you do. Does get the Duskull. So that is a free like Dragapult punch prize. So now you could go like KO, I don't know, Hoot KO Duskull, I guess. But even punching, honestly, punch active KO Duskull is pretty good as well. Is opting to keep the counter catcher over the boss. Okay, interesting. Does have a prime catcher as well, though. That's the question, though. Which one do you keep? Is unsure. I don't think you're ever keeping the Jack, right? The Jack's got to go. Goodbye, Jack. Oh, we got Skippity here still. Wait, we should... No, he says... Wait. No, that's bad sequencing, right? We definitely should have gotten Pheasantipity as, like, the first thing we did. Right? No, that's... Yeah, we definitely should have Ultra Ball for... If this was the sequence, we should have Ultra Ball for Dippity before we use Quick Search and everything, right? I don't think I'm tripping on that. It's like, should have been, like, the first action? Maybe? Second action? What was our bench? How many Pokemon do we have on our bench? All right. Lot for Bradner to do this turn. Has a lot of bench space to work with now, thanks to that Area 0. A lot of options for plays as well. And now this turn, if Bradner does just go KO Terrapagos, then it's the only Terra Pokemon in play. So then Grant will lose 3 bench Pokemon, which probably isn't terrible for Grant, but it is a thing. Could we do like a... Can't Isaiah just go like... Punch the active, KO the Duskull, go down to 4, and then go for a Kyurem 4 prize turn next turn. Can Grant beat that? Punch active, KO Duskull, remove the threat of the Duskull. You do give the Dippity draw. Like, Turo has to get involved, right? Turo, reset your Terapagos. Throw him back down. You can't even counter catcher. Boss, maybe. Oof. Prime, KO. You can't cure him. It's a Terra. Oh, true. Okay, what about Prime Catcher the Pheasantipity? KO the Duskull. Cure him. How about that? How are we feeling? Has to be a Legacy Star here, though. Probably unlikely to be able to pull Prime this turn, then. We're in with Legacy Star. No Lucha incident. Honestly, there's been already a couple times where the Lucha would have been pretty nice so far. I also feel like Lucha is a big part of your win percentage against Dragapult and Charizard. It feels kind of weird to not include Hawlucha, to be honest. That feels sus. Hawlucha's just broken. We need to link summon the Hawlucha back into this deck. We need to turn the Noctowl. We need to sacrifice the Noctowl on the Hoot Hoot or whatever, and we need to get our Hawlucha back. Reverse link summon the guy back. It's a normal special summon. Normal special link summon. Get our Hawlucha back into the deck because it's the better card. All right, looks like it's just a KO on the active. We're going for the Tina here, and this is like a pseudo stadium bump, like I was mentioning, because we're bumping the Area 0, or we're KOing the Terapagos, which is the only Terra Pokemon in play, which turns off Grant's Area 0 access. Get it from the sideboard. Yeah, we need to sideboard the Hawlucha in game 2. Get rid of our Noctowl line. Get the Hawlucha back in. We need the other bird, and let's also put a give me the Noivern. Let's get the Noivern. Let's get Hawlucha Noivern in here. Bro, honestly, dude, Drago is disgusting for Louisville, bro. You put the Noivern in there. You cook all these Terapagos players. The thing is then, though, is like, is Raging Bolt still a really good play for Louisville? Seems fine. The matchup is fine, though. And I'm not rocking with the Noctowl hate. Mid owl, John. You need some better birds. Hawlucha, I mean, I guess a Noivern's not a bird. There's better flying creatures to include in Drago. So we are short an energy switch here still from Bradner. Bradner might not attack this turn. That seems like pretty good for Grant. Potentially use the little guy, the Duskull, get some value. That is a whiff. That's a whiff. We're out. Could evolve to Drago V-Star, attach, return, and pass. And that's all we got here. Can we play our hand down low enough to actually use Mew EX? Actually, hold up. Passing here is so bad as Isaiah as well. You probably play pretty aggressively here to hope that the Mew play works out, to be honest. You probably have to hope Mew hits an E-Switch here. He misplayed with Iono his E-Switch. Did he have an energy he could actually utilize with it, though? He should have mewed before Fez. Maybe that as well, yeah. He can still get down to 1 in hand here, though. Or not 1. Get down to 2. Recovering the... Oh, wait. Is there, like... Holy... Getting back the Kyurem? But there's no way we pull off a Kyurem play this turn. But in the future. The Kyurem recovery looks so cheese. Is there a stupid Kyurem play we can do this turn? We would need, like... Well, we'd only need... No, there's not. We would need an insane amount. We would need attached to Kyurem Prime Cologne. It's not happening. Doesn't mean we can't put it on our bench, though. Is that what we're going to go for here? Oh, no, we're going to go for another pawn. Maximize our draw here. The E-switches are in there. I think there's 2 left. Yeah. Just going to be like, I need to get this knockout, so I'm going all in for it. We should Ogre Pawn first here, yeah? Yeah, okay. That was a missequence there. I was actually confused. I thought Bradner was going to missequence that and actually Mew first because he did the other actions before the pawn. But the pawn should have been the first thing that happened. How much you care about that boss? That's... we have Prime left. We don't have Legacy Star anymore. We only have 1 Gust Effect left after this. It is our Prime Catcher. 11 cards left in deck only as well. 2 E-Switch. Honestly, that's pretty good odds. but we're pretty tapped of resources at this point. As actually, what the heck do we have left? Where are the super odds at? And a whiff. You get Temple of Sinnoh, which should be annoying. That does at least hit the resources of Grant, but you're not getting any closer to winning the game because you're not attacking this turn. But I feel like you got to like put the pressure on a little. This puts some amount of pressure on Grant. I mean, as Grant here, you're just gonna discard. What do we discard? Owl, Fan Rotom, maybe the Duskull. If we can't get value out of Duskull this turn, we probably don't want it in play anymore. So we could get rid of those three. I like the Haxorus. It wins versus Turtles. The Haxorus is also an interesting inclusion, honestly, but it feels unnecessary. I feel like Tina is not that hard to use overall. And then your better attackers are like Dragapult and stuff, it feels like, more often. I don't hate the Haxorus. It also does kind of collateral Lugia a little bit, but Lugia does play like triple. The average Lugia list plays triple mist. The Rahul list only plays one mist, but like most of the other builds are playing like triple mist. Give up on the Dippity. Okay, remove the liability of the Dippity. And now we got to see some liability removal here from Bradner. Is it an Ogerpon or the Drago? I think it's definitely one of those two. I feel like you keep around the second Drago, though. I feel like you keep second Drago here. And then it's probably just this Ogerpon, because the draw power from Mew and Dippity I don't think is... The Mew is more of a liability than a Dippity or an Ogerpon, but I don't think it's to the point where you wouldn't keep it around for its draw power. All right, here we go. If Grant can KO the active this turn, which he can, and did keep the Duskull, so has that possibility. Like I was saying, though, it's like, I think we only keep it. That's a pretty good hand. I think Grant's got the KO here for sure. Can quick search for Dusknoir. That's it. Then Stadium. Off him for some dudes. Bonk. Seems okay. Putting some extra thought into it, though. Not trying to misplay anymore. Is Terapagos Palkia V the best version of Terapagos deck? No, Terapagos Dusknoir is definitely the best. I mean, I wouldn't consider Palkia Terapagos a Terapagos deck, though. It's a Palkia deck. I'll say it's just Palkia. Duskull, Fan Rotom. Pidgey. Okay, so we're assuming, which isn't... actually, it might be true. Isaiah might not be able to attack with... Well, I guess maybe you do just take those anyways, though. I'm actually not sure. So setting up the options here. Does have the KO. What is Grant in the tank about so much here? I'm so confused why, like, what is Grant is thinking about here so hard? You could go Noctowl. Okay, you could go Wait. Are we going to get Ultra Ball here to get the Dusknoir? Jack's gone, right? Prime Nest. We're not going to use Dusknoir here. Wait, am I missing something? We're going to go KO... Oh, can we trap the other Drago in the active here or something? You can't Dusk here? Wait, why couldn't we Dusk there? Didn't we have 6? 6, 180, 140. Oh, wait, were we short a Pokemon there? No, but you could have gone... Noctowl for Ultra Ball. You could have gone Noctowl for Ultra Ball something, right? Into the Turo. So just KO Dippity Turo. I mean, this doesn't seem terrible. 160 plus 130 equals 290? Yeah. Okay, I mean, this doesn't seem terrible. I don't hate this, but I feel like KO in the active Drago was better. Yeah, I don't dislike this. Killing the Drago, like, there's one threat on board. I feel like this gives Isaiah a chance to win. It's still like a pretty low chance. But like, what if Isaiah has Iono Prime Catcher KO your Pidgeot? That's pretty good. That feels like a good play to me. Is that enough, though, actually? Maybe that's not enough. What if... Ooh, okay, is that maybe just not enough, though? Isaiah only has 1 Gust left. He has Cologne. He does have Cologne. We do have Kyurem. We could go Cologne, Kyurem, KO, or double Duskull, Hoothoot, or Hoothoot, Duskull. Then we have 2 prize cards left. We could play Cologne here and go for the Kyurem play, I think. Does see it, does go for it. Could have drawn 1 with Mew there. do need to find the Kyurem. There's Kyurem energy, no prime. The prime is right there. It's like literally the next card, I think. I think it is the next card, right? You could bring up you could bring up Manaphy. Does Grant have Coalition discard pile? I think he does, right? Grant has Coalition discard, right? Is Briar still available for Grant? It is, but you don't have to draw 3 prize cards. You could just draw 2. You could KO double Duskull plus like put damage on something else. Yeah, you don't have to draw 3 prize cards. But that, like, I don't even know if that's the correct play. But what is a better play, I guess, is the question. I don't know if that's the correct play, but what is a better play? If Bradner had one more Gust here, I think Bradner would have been in a good spot. Because this turn, Bradner could have gone KO Pidgeot. KO Pidgeot plus this Iono. And then that would have been like a pretty solid turn. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, if Bradner had one more Gust effect, I think Bradner would be in a pretty good spot here. But now I feel like it's not great. Now it feels like there's no good win condition here for Bradner. There's no good win condition. We did attach to the Kyurem, though. Maybe that is just so you can retreat it, but I guess Drago's in the same situation. With that E-Switch, I don't think Kyurem is an option. But with that E-Switch, I feel like Kyurem's the only option here. Now we have to Kyurem here, otherwise we're never Kyureming. Drawing 2 cards there feels hella sus from Bradner. But I think Bradner does have... a Super Rod prize, so I think we're hoping to hit a Super Rod here so we don't deck out. Has to be part of this play. I'm pretty sure there's one. Maybe both Super Rods are prized, actually, to be honest. I think definitely one is. Now, if we draw 3 prize cards here as Bradner, we do lose to Briar, right? Just retreat Briar, we lose. We could have drawn 1 less prize there, but then we're that much further from winning ourselves. There's Super Rod, E-Switch, Grass. I mean, there's some good prize cards, I think, for sure. But let's see what Grant Manley has. Oh, it's no outs. There's no win condition here for Grant. Grant cannot win this turn. Wait. We can Dusknoir the Kyurem. Nope, not a win condition. And you have to kill both Dusks as well. No, I think killing the Hoot Hoots probably should take priority. Like, that's the combo cards. Like, yeah. You're not losing... Like, it's easier to lose to Noctowl than it is to lose to Dusknoir. Stretcher for Fez. True. Stretcher for Fez. Draw some cards. Hope for a play. Or can you play it slower here as Grant ever? Can you just, like, chill? Because there's no Gust effect coming from Isaiah. Isaiah has no Gust effect at all. Maybe this is the chillest play, though, just to draw 3 cards and chill. Yeah, you know Isaiah's trapped. Oh, but you have to evolve your 60 HP Pokemon. Oh, wait, no, this actually is... No, yeah, Isaiah is threatening to win here because of a Dragapult attack. The Pidgey and the Duskull on the bench are liabilities here. So you kind of have to win here. Yeah. He could just cure him twice. We can't cure him twice because we just need to get... Actually, does Grant just need to get the Terapagos in the active here? What if Grant just retreats to Terapagos? Oh, no, because then you lose to Tina. Wait. Holy smokes. Okay, what if Grant retreats to Pidgeot EX? That's the one. If we were... No, we still die. We can't... We have to win this turn. Can he retreat Kyurem? He can retreat Kyurem, yeah. No, we literally have to win this turn as Grant. There's nothing we can... We have to win. Does Grant not realize yet? Oh, is Grant just hoping something's prized? I think Grant is hoping on a prize card win here. Is going for this Hoot Hoot here by going for Hoot Hoot. But we know Bradner has E-Switch attached Super Rod, so... The boost would go crazy. The boost would be pretty good here, yeah. Was it ever correct to kill the Manaphy double Owl instead of... No, because you want to trap the Manaphy in the active here, I think. Because otherwise all Grant needs is like a couple Pokemon plus maybe Boss on the Mew. We're deciding, going for the Dippity. Okay, gonna go for the Dippity draw instead. That is Candy Dusknoir, but that's not enough. Not enough to win. This is why you go for the Drago kill with the energy. How much would that have changed things? Because Isaiah went with the Kyurem play. I don't know if that would have... No, that might have changed things a little bit. I don't know how many E-Switch are left, though, I guess. Yeah, it kind of just felt better to KO the threat. I don't know. I kind of agree. Like, just KOing the threat there. Is there something prized here for Grant? Grant is going for... Oh, wait. Can we knock out Cleffa and then pull, like, a DT off the prize cards? Also, Bradner didn't have to bench the Cleffa to get access to the E-Switch or the Prime Catcher. So that would have been a mistake from Bradner then because it gives over this line of play to Grant. Bradner could have found Prime Catcher without benching Cleffa. It's Area 0. I wonder what the last prize card is. This was not good enough. Is it a pass and pray? But now you give Bradner one more prize card. Now Bradner has one more prize card. Or one less prize card. So if you were betting on winning by prize cards before, that's less of a bet now. Pass and hope for the throw. Literally just playing everything here. Hoping for a top deck. I guess you don't need a top deck. I guess you have quick search to just win next turn. Now Bradner just wins with energy. Oh, wait, yeah. Bradner does just win with energy because you just go Kyurem KO Manaphy. True. I didn't even realize. Yeah, we're on one prize card now as Bradner. All right. Game 3 goes over to Bradner. Yeah, this was... Grant's getting kind of cooked out here. Grant is getting definitely cooked. This matchup just kind of... Drago has so many options in this matchup, though. I don't know. I'm not sure. We will have Grant going first, I believe, in this next one, unless I'm tripping. I might be tripping. I don't think I'm tripping. Yeah, Grant should be going first in this next one, I think. There's something else I want to... Oh, I'm going to run the ad real fast. All right, ad is ran, so it won't run into the game for you, for y'all on Twitch. What do we think is better, Drago or Pure Pult or Pure Dragapult? I mean, I wouldn't compare them as a decks the way you probably are, but Regidrago is the more powerful of the two decks. It doesn't mean it's definitely the better play, though. How much money is this match for? The players are putting up 100, and I'm putting up 100 as well. Grand Def had an energy prize. It's possible, yeah. It could have been a 50-50 there at the end. Is Isaiah better or is Drago favored in the matchup? No clue. Grant is saying he's throwing. Oh, I have no clue about if Drago is favored in the matchup. We should 2-1 sub there. Out of Memphis. Come to the pack. Grant 100% through that match. Maybe. I don't know if I can pick to a specific point where Grant would have just won if he had played better, but in that one. But there actually might have been a spot, to be honest. Might be a bathroom break for the players. I'm not sure. Grant should be going first into this one. Whoa, wait. What was it? Game 1. Game 1, Brandon went first, then Grant, then Brandon, then Grant. Yeah. Grant should be going first in this one. If he Dust Lord instead of using Prime Catcher, I think he just wins because Manaphy never gets stuck. Oh, true. We would have had Prime left to work with, right? Yeah, just Dust Lord KO the thing. Yeah. True. Definitely true. All right, let's see if Grant can make the comeback. 3-0 up for Bradner. Long road ahead for Grant. Not potentially the last game, though, that Grant gets to go first, though. Grant will be going first in this one. And then potentially... Oh, Grant needs to win 3 in a row for us to go to Game 7. So Grant will be going second in Game 7 if we get there. But we'll be going first in this one and 2 games after this one. Do you think Drago plus Duster could be Heat? No, it's too much going on. Definitely Feet, not Heat. Here we go. Final game. Could be the final game. Potential for the final game. Also final game. You have no faith? Grant can't even get 1 game? Okay. The hand is... Seems... dude, Ultra Ball sucks in this deck. Holy moly. Ultra Ball is just a terrible card. What a terrible card Ultra Ball is. Alright. Early Colress also not great. Unless Bradner like turn 1 discards Kieran. But even then could super out it back later. The Hoot Hoot start here for Bradner. Another non-2 prize starter. Manley found early is nice though. Alright. So we got some fan calling to do. I don't know, what are we grabbing? Hoot Hoot, Pidgey, Noctowl? Sounds good to me. Get the squad. Squad is being acquired. The whole bird gang. Ultra Ball and Aroma better, maybe? No. Ultra Ball is still the best card to play, but it just sucks. It's just such a terrible card. Awful. All right, the Noctowls are here. The Pidgey is here. And there we go. Pass it over. Drago Energy. And then from there, you got some options here as Bradner. I feel like Iono is maybe the way to go. You preserve the Stadium bump. And the biggest thing is you preserve the E-Switch. And also, actually, you don't discard Kyurem, which almost feels like it's a good thing. It's like a good thing to not discard Kyurem. For the potential of the Colchis Tenacity having to be played. Oh, might go for the research instead, though. Is unsure. Jamming Tower into research. You do shut down the Vitality Band. The draw here is pretty mid. Definitely mid. But you got everything you needed on your first turn, which is attached to Drago Pass. So, yeah, not too much else to work with, but... Oh, wait, but you put the Stadium in play to give the Rotom the out to the Stadium. Does that even make sense to play the Jamming Tower? Because now the Rotom could at least hit for 50 as opposed to nothing, maybe, right? I'm not sure. All right. Terapagos online here for Grant. Pretty slow start from Isaiah, but obviously could pull off literally anything next turn with a Legacy Star involved. So has the options to... Could still get there. Isn't limited. There, no options are taken away. Stadium Energy. I think you'd want to KO the Drago here as Grant. I don't know if you can, though. Or I think we're like a card... No, wait, we could go Prime. Prime, Poff, and Nest. I guess we do have the knockout. Then we leave ourselves with the... I guess we have 2-card hands still. Prime, yeah, Prime, Poff, and Nest I guess works. Or Heavy Ball. I guess we could quick search for our Pokemon as well. Going Heavy Ball, Poffin. And then... I mean, we're either getting Switch or Prime here. I assume if we're going full bench here, though, as Grant, that means we are gonna Prime here. Knock out the Drago V. And there's a quick search. We'll see right now, I guess. Oh, second owl. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Burning an owl use there feels a little weird. I guess we have a hoot hoot. Why would we want to like evolve an owl? We could have just like not evolved an owl. Is evolving owls correct? Are we trying to evolve owls? I feel like we wouldn't want to evolve owls. This does give us like an extra card to work with going into our next turn, I guess. So we can start our turn with like Iona or something. I don't even know. Apparently Grant doesn't know either. I don't even know why. Ness and Prime for Fez. I mean, I guess. I feel like we want another Terrapagos down, though, so our bench doesn't get crushed. I feel like I'd rather have a Terrapagos on my bench here. Because otherwise, if they just go, if Bradner's just like, well, Tina, knock out your Terrapagos, we're like, well, we have to discard freaking 3 Pokemon. You don't even need a Stadium here. And Bradner's down a Stadium. So, like, just having 2 Terrapagos in play sounds kind of cool. But I'm not sure. But also, then, when Grant used the Heavy Ball, I feel like we should have got the Terrapagos and then use this Poffin to get the Hoot Hoot. Right? There's another Hoot Hoot in the deck, right? Because now we're just using Owl for no reason. Now we just use an Owl and got nothing. Oh, we're not using the Nest Ball, though. We're just holding the Nest Ball. Okay. But see, this is that same problem. What happens if we just get Tina here? We lose 3 bench Pokemon. Is that worth it? We have we like to do relevant damage next turn. We need so many dudes. Well, I guess maybe we're just punching a Drago though, so maybe that's fine. Hoot Hoot, Noctowl off the prize cards is pretty good. All right, let's see what Bradner can cook up here. Looks like a research angle to me, but we'll see what the Teal Dance gets into, of course. Boom, another Grass Energy, pretty mid. Has attach E-Switch. And then, I don't know, do you bench this Drago? Doesn't seem terrible to bench the Drago. And what attack are we even looking for this turn as well from Bradner? KO Duskull is kind of cool. No one likes Duskull. That seems fine. You could punch active KO Duskull. Seems alright. Give up that. Haxorus. Hit him with the Haxorus. Yeah, Tina KO active also seems pretty good as well. That seems decent. Like I said, it's effectively like bumping the Stadium and getting 2 prize cards in the same turn. Remove the all that damage potential from Grant. Lose 3 bench Pokemon. Cooking. Didn't attach the fire. Wait, why? Am I tripping? Am I missing something? Why wouldn't we attach fire there? Is there a reason? Were we holding out for like a Kyurem play? Like Kyurem. We're holding out for like the possibility of researching into Kyurem attach Prime, maybe? Cologne? Was that maybe what we were holding out for? Oh, the Kyurem's already in the discard pile though, right? Kyurem Noctowl. Oh, there is but the Kyurem's in the discard pile already. That feels weird to go for with Kyurem in the discard pile. But I forgot about Noctowl. Noctowl does bring a lot of these big combos together, to be honest. That is fair. That is fair. The Noctowl does do a lot for bringing these combos together. But with Kyurem in the discard pile, it still feels a little weird. Then we have to hit Super Rod. It still feels a little weird to do it like that, to be honest. But you could like hit Super Rod, then get like you hit Super Rod Nest Ball and then Noctowl for Cologne Prime. It's not like completely unreasonable with Noctowl, to be honest. But was Cologne no, Cologne's not in the discard pile yet though, right? There is no draw power here available for Isaiah. So it's either you Legacy Star or you pass. There's Legacy Star. Let's see. That's a bad Legacy Star. That's 2 Super Rod. Holy. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. We still have a decent amount of energy in hand. But if we want to attack this turn, we need an Ogre Pod. So do you have to get a Nest Ball here? It feels like you have to get a Nest Ball here. Or do you just pass? No, passing is terrible, right? We can't pass. It has to be Nest Eastwood. Wait, is there not a Nest Ball? Bruh, it has to be an Ultra Ball. That's so bad. Holy. No, he's like, nah, I'm not attacking this turn. Bradner's like, this is so bad, I am not attacking this turn. Goes for the Iono instead. I honestly don't hate it. That's such a terrible discard there. There wasn't even a Nest Ball, so you'd have to Ultra Ball. Oh, you'd have to only have Ultra Ball away your Vessel and your Research, but that is all your draw power in hand. Yikes. All right. If there was a game for Grant to win, I got to imagine this is the game for Grant to get back into it. A pretty rough research into a pretty rough Legacy Star from Bradner opens up a lot of opportunities here for Grant Manley. Let's see if he can capitalize on some unfortunate variance from Bradner in this one. We are down Prime Catcher, so back-to-back Gusts here from Grant's not possible. But, I mean, Candy, Dusknoir, KO active here into Gust, KO, the Ogre Pawn on the bench. Seems pretty good to me. Grant didn't like KOing Regidrago V-Star in the last game, though. But I feel like this game, that's the play, right? The guy's got to die. We got to send him. We got to get him out of here. And then we open up a bench space for Terapagos or Dippity to establish that before the Iono, which we know is coming because Bradner did recover Iono off the Legacy Star. So I kind of actually I like getting Terapagos here to keep our bench big. I feel like that means we need less pieces next turn. Yeah. Turo? We could also just punch the active, I guess, and not pop the Dusknoir yet, but that feels a little weird to do as well. Wait, we can still get there, though. We could Turo reset a Noctowl and get Candy Dusknoir. I feel like you want to Candy the Dusknoir. I guess you technically don't have to pop the Dusknoir, to be honest. You could Candy Dusknoir and leave it there. You should get your Duskull out of range of Knockout, I think is the big thing here. So you don't actually have to pop the Dusknoir. So you could get Candy plus Ultra Ball here, and then Nest Ball for a Terapagos, or... I think we want the second Terapagos in play here. I don't want to lose my bench. When I'm looking at this situation here, but also I guess if you did pop the Dusknoir, not getting second Terapagos. Interesting. We have Heavy Ball for Terapagos right now as well. We could play the Heavy Ball and get a Terapagos. We don't even have to do an S-Ball. Yeah, there's the Heavy Ball for the Turtle. And then we could... I guess we're not saving the Nest Ball, but... You don't have to pop this, though. You don't have to pop this Dusknoir. You could just save it. But if we're going to pop it, we definitely should have... What? If we're going to pop it, we should have kept the Heavy Ball for another Turtle, right? Are we KOing the Hoot Hoot? Are we going to put Duskull back in play? Is there something we need? We got an Area 0, but that's our third Area 0, right? We still have one in the deck, right? Grant overcooking a little. I feel like just drawing... I agree. I feel like just drawing prize cards there seems pretty good. Because it's not like the Noctowl for Isaiah generates resources. It just gets combo pieces. But we know Isaiah... Like, you have to know Isaiah has attack with Regidrago next turn. We don't need Noctowl for that as Bradner here. There's no way you're playing as if that's the case. Okay. Duskull's back, which I don't hate here because it's a little bit awkward for Isaiah to, I think, at this point, attack with Dragapult and not knock out the active. Let's see, though. But maybe you have to do that as Bradner here, actually, the more I think about it. This might be I have to KO this Duskull situation, actually. I feel like you maybe have to KO the Duskull here. I think you always got to KO the Duskull here. As Bradner. Maybe try and play around Iono. Iono to 1 would be annoying. Yeah, I don't hate that. You could also have bench Pheasant Dippity to help play around that, though, right? Honestly, it feels like Grant's list wants like one research, so you can like quick search for research to recover from an Iono. Maybe Dippity is enough though. It is tough. Honestly, I think Bradner kind of has to go after the Duskull. It's kind of tough for Bradner to use Tina this turn because there's so few energy left. There's so few resources. I'm actually not... Yeah, there's no rods. We don't have that much energy left. I'm actually not sure how Bradner's going to tackle this here. We'll see. I assume second pawn is coming on the way here from this nest ball. That's Bradner's last fire. Oh, is it really? That comes all the way back to that Bradner, that fire that Bradner did not attach earlier in the game. So does Bradner need to hit... What's left in the deck? Do we have, like, switch? We could switch into the other Regidrago, maybe, right? Or do we have Prime left? We could, like, Prime, KO, something else. I don't know what's left there for, like, pivot cards. I think he wants to get a clean Drago going. KO Duskull and Cologne for 4. You can't Cologne the Trapagos, though. Can't Cologne Trapagos. Well, like, you can't KO Trapagos if the Manaphy's in the active. I think Switch was discarded by the Legacy Star of Doom. Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah, then we don't even have that. I don't know if Prime's left. Sheesh. Looking rough. There's that owl, though. We have that. I'm not sure about Prime. If Prime's left, you don't have. Do you have 2 Gusts left here as Bradner? If you have Prime left, you could go fresh Regidrago, punch Bird, KO Duskull into Boss, Cologne, Kiram, KO Manaphy, Pidgeot, something. That could work, I guess. You also take away the quick search, which is pretty good. The energy just went to the active though. Oh wait, is Kiram's? No, Kiram's still gone. I was gonna say if Kiram's left, we could just go into Kiram eventually. I'm pretty sure Kiram's not left. There was another Drago left. I don't know if there's any boss left, though. I'm actually curious what is left in the deck at this point. Let's take a quick look. No boss. Jeez. Nothing. No Prime. Is there... I don't even know if there's a play here. We found Sinnoh. Maybe that's something? Sinnoh bumps the stadium. No, but is that even that... I don't even know if that's good. I feel like you're just... Now I feel like you're just Tina knocking out the active, right? Or maybe I'm... Maybe there's a boss in the prize cards? I don't know. If he had attached fire, he would still have a chance. Yeah, if he had attached a fire, there would definitely be a possibility here, I feel like. True. I really wanted to, like, leave open the only reason to not attach a fire there that I can think of from Bradner was to leave open the option of the Kiram play, but that felt, like, unnecessary. Where are the rods at? In the discard pile. They got Legacy Starred. Yeah, the Legacy Star was pretty brutal, to be honest. Motivate time? True. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm pretty sure Grant can literally just win next turn, right? Candy, Dust, or knock out into Trapagos. Well, gotta fill that bench again. We do have to fill the bench again. Pidgeot could also just KO the active actually as well. But I think you want to win this turn. Well, actually, you need a Gust actually though, because there's the other Drago on the bench. Oh no, but Grant should know Isaiah is out of fire, so pushing Drago is like then you have to move it. Grass off the active. Maybe Bradner's win condition is Grant not realizing that the other Drago can't attack, and then Sinnoh not played. Oh, maybe playing Sinnoh there was probably correct as well, because that could have prevented Grant from actually getting to anything valuable, right? True. Playing the Sinnoh might have been correct there. All right. What is Grant's 2-card hand? Owl Stadium. Wouldn't have made a difference, I guess, in the long run, but... Nest Ball becomes Dippity. If Grant is keeping track of Bradner's resources, Grant should know that that next Drago can't be put into the active because it can't move or attack. Yeah. Grant knows the 60 Bradner has, so Grant should know that that Drago on the bench cannot move. There's no switch, there's no prime. Actually, his prime left was prime prized. And then there's not a fire energy left. There's 2 super rod and 2 fire energy gone, I believe. Maybe there's a fire prize? I don't think so. Unfortunately, we can't see like the full resource lineup here. Turtle grab here for Grant. There's a switch in grass in Isaiah's hand. No. There's an E-switch in the grass in Isaiah's hand, yeah. But you can't do anything with that. That's not enough to actually attack with the card. The question is, can Grant win this turn? Oh, you always have to go Terrapagos. No, that's not true. You could go Dippity first here into Candy Dusknoir, actually. And then you free up a bench space to then go Terrapagos. Oh, I guess you can go Noctowl now into the Noctowl for... Oh, Briar's an option too. Yeah, we have Briar here. True. I didn't even think about Briar. Yeah, just Dusk, don't KO active, then Briar. Genius. Do we have it guaranteed? We don't have it guaranteed, though. We are a card short, I believe. So we would need to draw something here. Oh, wait, no, we have to stretch it for second Owl. This feels guaranteed. This feels guaranteed. Yeah, Stretcher for second Owl should make it guaranteed here, I feel like. We should have all the cards we need. Because now the Stretcher becomes Ultra Ball Candy. And we got Ultra Ball off that even, so it's even better. I guess Grant could still throw. That's like the... The one thing is, Grant could still throw here. Dude, he has game in hand. Holy... Wait. No, he does have game in hand. Grant. Wait, is Briar... Oh, that's fair, Chip, yeah. Because you put the Terror in play to actually have access to the Owl. True, true, true. Does he still has game, right? Stretcher for Candy. Yeah, you still have game here. Stretcher for Candy. Stretcher for Owl for Candy Briar. And then Quick Search for Dusknoir. We still have game. We still have game. Second Dusknoir not in deck. Ooh, second Dusknoir might not be in deck. That would be the only thing, I guess. Hey, we'll see right here. It's there. Wait, this works too. That still works. This also works. That works as well. Briar Candy. Dude, honestly, after watching... God! Oh, wait, that still works. I was like, wait, that doesn't work. That still works. It's the roundabout way. I was about to be pissed, bro. If he didn't win this turn, I was about to be so pissed. This still wins the game. Briar is obviously the cooler way to do it. Oh my gosh. I got angry. Dude, it's so much happening right now, bro. I had to let it out in some form. Holy smokes. We did get there. He got there. He's one off. No. He had Ultra Ball. He had Ultra Ball to guarantee to find a Pokemon, but then also had Nest Ball Terrapagos Prize, so he was guaranteed the KO here. And Bradner just pushes up the thing, so... If he didn't draw a Nest... No, we had Fuel for Ultra Ball. We had Ultra Ball to get another basic. Was there a basic left? Oh, we maybe guaranteed it as well, to be honest. All right. Congrats to Grant on his first dub. Bro, honestly, after watching some of these throws, well, Grant did winning that one in the end. But like Bradner had the Kieran play and didn't do it. So, dude, I gotta come out of retirement, bro. These tournaments sound free. I gotta come out of retirement. I didn't know the game got easier since I left. Grant's mental a shot. No way he can win 3 in a row. It would be a tough comeback. Bradner will be going first in this one as well. Dude, someone in chat definitely like took me seriously. All right, yeah, Bradner will be going first as well. Are you actually in retirement? No, that's the meme. That's the joke, dude. All right, now I'm actually gonna retire. You guys have pushed me to the edge. All right, Grant got the first one on the board. Got a long ways to go though. Oops, let me switch sides. So that's a pretty good start here for Bradner. Pawn for one, attach active, Ultra Ball for the V-Star next turn. Cooking. You could, there's an argument to maybe Ultra Ball for Mew right now to draw more cards. You could Ultra Ball away, but the canceling clone honestly could lead. You could Ultra Ball away, switch research, grab Mew, draw one. That's not worth it though. Keep around the canceling clone option. All right. Grant's hand, honestly, kind of mid, but does have the Iono. The Nest Ball as well for the fan. I assume we grabbed Fan Rotom off that. We do have that. We got Nest for Fan. What is he? This man is cooking already, though. What the heck? Is he ever thinking about not playing Iono? Like, well, what if he just doesn't have it like that? Looks like a Pidgey is prized. It's only been ever... There's like... I think there's been one opportunity where Grant could have gone double Pidgey and chose not to. But it wasn't like a terrible choice, I don't think. I don't think so far we've seen Grant go for the 2 Pidgey. I don't think we've seen Grant go for the 2 Pidgey so far yet. Fan call before Iono. What? Wait, that can't be correct. Are we not Ionoing? What's the hand again? I have to see the hand again. Maybe we're not Ionoing here, actually. Which would then be fair to sequence it like... I guess maybe we don't. We have Pidgeot and Noctowl in hand. We just get bodied by a Kyurem if we don't Iono to find a Manaphy, though. All right. I assume Grant is not going to play the Iono now because we're using Fan Rotom before we played it. Let's see, though. The hand is pretty good, to be honest. Like, the hand's not bad here for Grant. It just doesn't have Manaphy to protect against a Kyurem. Kyurem going KO, Pidgey KO, Hoodoo sounds. Dude, honestly, just attack with Dragon Ball, punch active KO. Pidgey sounds miserable. You also lose if Bradner kills the active. True. You're hoping Bradner just KOing the active here. Well, no, you have Pheasant Dippity. You have Dippity draw. We're not completely out of it. If it goes like Tina KO active here. I'm liking that Kyurem play. I'm not gonna lie though. I see that Kyurem play. I'm like, that seems pretty good. I would attack with Kyurem here if I could. What do we prior? Oh, it's prized. There's no Kyurem to be had. The Dragon Ball attack is still pretty good here, and we are lining up the Dragon Ball to get in the discard pile with the research. This is a play that I've seen some players do with Dragon Ball, where you like prioritize when you have the discard option to prioritize the Pokemon. I'm not sure how I feel about it though. Maybe I play too much into Legacy Star, though. Maybe I'm too comfortable with being like, oh, I'll just Legacy Star, and then I'll just go get it that way. But that always feels like a fine route for me to take. But I do understand the reasoning for this. It makes sense. I don't know if it's correct always. So because like one of the hardest things to do in Regidrago is get your attacker in the discard pile. So when you can guarantee it like this, it feels pretty good. You get a Regidrago V-Star anyways. But if you draw to a hand without Regidrago V-Star, you're like, well, I can't even do the like... Why is there the arrow? What is that arrow? Is that like some overlay from Isaiah's computer? It's not on my end, is it? There we go. There's the V-Star. Now we need to get some... Honestly, not a terrible discard either. Nothing like huge, right? Oh, wait, did we not get an E-Switch, though? Oh, we're not attacking. Well, we could hit an E-Switch off of Ogerpon. Wait, shouldn't... I feel like we should have Ogerpon... Oh, no, we shouldn't have Ogerpon first. I take that back. Yeah, we might miss the attack here as Bradner now. We are missing the attack here as Bradner now. There's like not even like a... Well, we could take Vessel. Theoretically here as Bradner, you could take Vessel. And then Vessel away the... Are we going Prime into Cleffa? And then draw with Cleffa here, maybe? You could have Vessel. You could have taken Vessel, and that could have led to an E-switch off an Ogre Pawn plus attack. But that's like a lot to hit. I don't blame Bradner for not going for that play. This play seems like it's probably the better route. Yeah, now what do you do here, I guess? Oh, you could Ultra Ball for Mew. True, you could Ultra Ball for Mew. So you could go bench Cleffa, Ultra Ball away. Getting rid of 3 Gust effects, though, to get an E-switch. Because you could Ultra Ball away Sinnoh plus Boss for Mew. Play Prime, play Super Rod. Mew for 2. I kind of like this a little bit more, though. Just like Prime, Cleffa for a couple cards. Just chill. Maybe play the Super Rod, because you are Super Rodding back 2 energy, which is still decent. Let's see what Bradner goes for, though. Could still play this Ultra Ball. It's just going to be a Cleffa for a couple, though. 2 cards is not a ton, though. It's not a lot. There's an energy. You have energy and boss next turn, though, so you can make something happen for, like, knockouts. So Grant's Hope You Don't Have It play did work out here. It did work out. Bradner did not have it. Now, what is Grant going to do on this turn? What is Grant? Yeah, I mean, I think Knockout Ogre Pawn seems kind of good. Punch Regidrago seems not terrible. So Grant wishes he had an Iron Bundle, I'm sure. Yeah, Punch Drago here is chill. Like, Legacy Star is gone. If you just pressure those energy, like, that seems pretty chill, to be honest. I kind of like that this turn from Grant. Just punch the Drago and be like, okay, you've used Legacy Star. You haven't used a single E-switch yet, I guess. So you still have 4 E-switch, but, like, I'm pressuring your energy. I'm pressuring your attacker. See what Grant thinks, though. Because you could get... And you can get Manaphy. I don't know if you need Manaphy down this turn. I guess it depends how many Pokemon you bench. The Course Tenacity is hitting the discard pile here, though. So we do need to get Manaphy this turn. Otherwise, Kyurem is going to wreck us. Genshin Clone is gone as well. And Legacy Star is gone. So we're 100% safe if we get Manaphy down this turn. We get Poffin off of this if we're going for the Prime Catcher. I assume we're going for the Prime Catcher play here. Yeah, I assume Prime Catcher is happening here. I guess you could just switch and KO the active, but that seems weak. But if we're going for this Owl... Oh, could we just go Owl, KO, Cleffa? Is that fine? What about Noctowl, KO, Cleffa? Are we chilling? How do we feel about that? That seems fine. Speedwing plays? Yeah. Set up for the... Then we need to get, like, Dusknoir to stick to use Briar ever, though. That seems tough. I guess we could double Duskull at some point. All right, Grant's back in the tank. He's got 1 second left. Dude, you gotta... You never deselect the card until you're selecting another card. Never deselect. At least you get something good. Even if it's the second best choice. Grant with the deselect. Punished. No Manaphy. Oh my. So we have to go for the Drago hit here to try and trap the Drago in the active. So Bradner doesn't get like a free Kyurem play. Because right now Bradner could just go, okay, cool. KO triple prize card turn with Kyurem. The Switch and the Prime Catcher are gone. So if Bradner wants to attack with Kyurem, you have to hard retreat this Regidrago. Or I guess attack with the Regidrago. That could also work. Honestly, that seems like a pretty good play. Just attack with the Regidrago. Not bad. You'd rather attack with the Kyurem, but now the Kyurem play is awkward for Bradner for sure. Like by Switch is gone, Prime Catcher's gone. Yeah. See what Bradner chooses to go for here. Honestly, KO Lone Hoot Hoot or Tina KO Pidgeot. I guess you want to set up for like the Kyurem play though. We'll see what Bradner opts for here. up a grass. Means we're probably committing to the Super Rod right now to recover the energy. Opts for the Drago V. I don't know if Noctowl is like better in a different matchup. The Noctowl has to be. It's just so awkward. The Noctowl is so awkward. There's just no way. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it being optimal. The awkward owl. Honestly, just KO active here from Bradner seems pretty good. Doesn't recover the energy with the Super Rod. Wasn't there 3 energy in the discard pile? How are we not just recovering the energy there? Wait, I'm so confused. Why did we not Super Rod there? Was there not grass, fire in the discard pile? What are we hoping to draw? We do need to draw into Tina and a way to discard it. I guess like maybe we're like emphasizing that more here as Bradner. But I feel like just if we can at least attack with Dragapult here, we're like in an okay spot, right? Like attack with Dragapult, chillin'. Draw into a grass. Also, if you draw into a grass, it is like a theoretical... The first grass energy you draw into becomes like a cycle on the Ogerpon. The second grass energy you draw into just becomes attached active, which you need, or an E-switch, which is a pass over. Okay, that's it. Over to Grant. It's been a little bit of a spaghetti fest, it feels like, so far. Grant has a opportunity now to take the lead and remove the only Regidrago from play that has energy on it. There's an energy on the backline on the Ogerpon on the bench here for Bradner. And does have 4 E-Switch left, but we'll need to find some of those next turn to actually be able to set up another Regidrago to actually be able to pull off an attack next turn. And Grant needs to go ahead and get that Manaphy established before Kyurem starts wrecking havoc. Is it prize? I guess would be my only question. But there's Stadium, there's Poffin. A lot of other Pokemon search in the hand as well. This has got to grab Manaphy here. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Just want to see it happen. 2 more bench spaces to work with here. I feel like another Terapagos should come down. If your active Terapagos dies, it'd be kind of cool if you could... if your active Terapagos dies, it'd be kind of cool if you don't lose all your bench Pokemon. That's what I was going for. Another Hoot wouldn't be bad either. A Duskull would be a potential consideration as well. And then that means that Isaiah can't just can't Tina KO your active. If you want to go for the Dragapult play, you're kind of limited. There's no threat of canceling Clone anymore, so there's no like Kyurem play that wipes out your Duskull. So I feel like Duskull here is pretty chill, to be honest. I feel like Duskull's pretty chill. Personally, a big fan of Duskull. It does evolve into Dusknoir, which is a pretty cool card. But it looks like Granska might just settle for the Hoot. And then does have Boss left. I don't think has Prime, though. So... Can't gust twice around a Drago, so you have to hit through a Drago here as Grant. I don't know how I feel about this then, if we have to hit through a Drago. I feel like it should be a Duskull then. Am I tripping? I might be tripping. I don't think I'm tripping here. Because now, the way this has to go, a lot of Grant's Switch cards are prize. The Turo and the Switch. But we are drawing 2 prize cards here, so good chance of getting one of those out of the prize cards. If... Not getting Duskull there feels weird. Like, now if Isaiah sets up a Drago next turn, which is a really good chance that happens, there's 4 E-Switch left. You don't have 2 Gust effects left as Grant, and then your Duskull can get trapped out of the game for the rest of the game, theoretic. So, like, this turn, Isaiah can go Tina knockout. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess you're committing to the 2-hit KO through the active. But the thing is, like, it feels weird for, like, can Bradner afford to go... Dragapult attack this turn would be a question as well, I guess. I feel like the threat of Duskull is pretty good there, because I feel like getting attacked by Dragapult there doesn't feel terrible, basically, is what the way I'm like kind of analyzing that situation. It doesn't feel terrible to get Dragapult attacked there as Grant. It feels like, okay, that's fine. All fire's gone. Are they really? No way. Wait, are they all gone now? No, wait, there's 1 left. Bradner does play 3 fire, I believe. Does Bradner not play, or is the last one prized? I thought Bradner did play 3 fire. I'm pretty sure Bradner does. And that not using that Super Rod, well, I feel like if Bradner's not, yeah, I feel like the fire is prized here. If Bradner is not using that vessel right now, we're digging for the Super Rod, which it felt like Bradner should have played on that previous turn as well. Now we have to go find it. And we whiffed. Alrighty. So Bradner is not attacking this turn. Unless there is actually a fire in the deck the whole time. There's not. So even if we have one more Yeah, we can draw one more card here as Bradner. Pawn for 1. And we could attack with an ogre pawn. That's not very good, though. I guess we just, like, leave Clef in the active and pass. But now we have Radzard on the bench as well, which is, like, another one-prizer for us to have to deal with. Or, like, another one-prizer that Grant could go after. But I guess Grant's, like, at a gust effects, right? Grant has a boss left. And Grant will probably not regain access to Countercatcher if Bradner doesn't want him to. Bradner can probably lock Grant out of the Countercatcher the whole game from here, I would assume. We need to find that Super Rod, though. And we're going to keep digging forward here with the Teal Dance. Could at least attach a Grass, I guess, to the Drago. Oh, can we actually play this hand? Hold up. Can Mew draw... Mew can never draw 2 cards. Mew would have to draw as Vessel and Super Rod. I don't think that's possible here. Can we get our hand low enough? No, we can't. Probably just going to be an attached pass. Grant hates Duskull. Same. So yeah, it's just going to be a Cleffa chill. Get 2 off the Cleffa here. Could bench that Drago. Get 3 off the Cleffa. You already have a liability in the Radzard, but it's like less of a liability. There's not that many Gust effects left, though, for Grant. So splitting the energy on the Dragos. Do you ever put it on the Radzard there, actually? I'd probably keep this E-switch. I feel like the threat of the Radzard, honestly, is interesting. It depends what Grant does on the turn, though. But I think Grant's never bossing here. I don't think Grant is ever actually playing boss. So maybe just holding on to everything makes more sense. Grant playing boss would be interesting, I think. And by that, I mean bad. So I think Grant has to attack through the active here. For sure. Once again, like, the threat of the Duskull would have been... Like, this turn would have been... Could have Dustnor, I feel like. You could have Dustnor KO'd the Cleffa. I mean, it seems decent. And then just punch whatever ends up in the active. You either get a 2-prize knockout, or you punch the Drago V-Star ahead of time. And maybe even mention another Duskull. I don't even... That seems fine as well, to be honest. I don't even think you could lose if you do that. Isaiah has, like, a decent amount of resources left to attack with Drago, but not a lot of options. Prime is gone, Cologne is gone, Legacy Star is gone. Wait, Legacy Star is gone. If Legacy Star's not gone, actually, I completely take back what I said, but I'm pretty sure it is gone. Why playing boss be bad? Because then Grant's just out of gust effects. And then Radzard can come up. So if Grant gusts here and goes KO Pheasantipity, then Isaiah can be like, okay, cool, attack with Radzard. And then Grant has to be like, well, now I have to attack through your Radzard. And then Isaiah pushes up Regidrago, which you can't KO. Yeah, you can't gust here as Grant. I feel like if you gust here, you literally just lose the game. You have to KO through the Cleffa, which is fine. You're far enough ahead on the prize exchange where, like, going through the Cleffa is like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. That's another thing with, like, putting the Duskull in play on the last turn as well as Grant. Doesn't that, like, force Isaiah? Well, now it wouldn't, I guess. It could have forced Isaiah into a... Oh, Grant's thinking about that assault landing. I don't hate that. Go get him, Fan wrote him. That will burn a double turbo and a switch from Grant. And then Grant only has Turo, which is prize left, and another double turbo for pivot cards for mobility. So it is possible Grant ends up in a situation where Grant loses to Noctowl getting boss trapped or something, or Manaphy even. It could be anything. If Turo stays prized. But actually, that's not even true, though, because Bradner decks out first, right? All right. No Fan Rotom, no Speedwing. I guess Speedwing would have worked as well. Clef is pretty weak. But yeah, Grant, I guess that doesn't work, though, because Bradner always decks out first. Grant would have to go, like, turbo mode through the deck for no reason to lose, to be honest. Okay, over to Isaiah. Still no Super Rod, which is the card we were looking for. And honestly, well, we got Dippity. Yeah, we got Dippity. Do we have an Iono left? Nope. We have another. Yeah, we have Super Rod. So we have Super Rod Vessel. We have to draw into Super Rod Vessel here as Isaiah. And then honestly, I don't even know what else we do from there. There's got to be some other stuff to be done, but you could Ultra Ball. You could. No, you can't. I was gonna say you could attack with back-to-back Radzards. That would actually be interesting. If we could set up back-to-back Radzards here from Isaiah, that would be kind of cool, I feel like. Oh, I guess that plays right into Briar, though. Maybe that's not as cool as I think. That is a thing with the current board state. I don't think Isaiah can play around. Wait, can Isaiah go, like, punch the active Terrapagos for 200? KO both Terrapagos and something else to draw 5 prize cards in a turn? We probably... Oh, that's tough. The last 2 cards are the cards you need. Wait, could Isaiah... Isaiah could have definitely... I think Isaiah could have actually maybe just had game, though. You go punch active trap, it goes for 200. No, because Turo could get involved. I guess Turo could get involved to heal damage, so maybe not an auto win. So now I think Isaiah's only... No, I don't think Isaiah has a win condition anymore the more I think about it. Yeah, I can't come up with a win condition. There might be something, but... Now you could run to Radzard, then top deck Super Rod, recover Radzard, use Radzard again. But then you just lose the boss. So maybe you hope boss is the last prize card, I guess. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be Retreat to Drago Pass, though, here from Bradner. Does have Temple of Sinnoh. I don't know if we're playing it right now, though. How many stadiums are left? Grant has all the stadiums left. You want to force the resources out of Grant this turn, or do you do it on a future turn? The thing is, if you play Temple of Sinnoh now as well as Bradner, then you give Grant access to Duskulls, which I don't think you want to do. You want to do it maybe on a turn where you're attacking. Although, in this situation, to be honest, I don't know if it actually matters. Let's go for the stadium play. I don't like it, though, because now Grant can go, okay, bump your stadium, play 2 Duskulls down. I win, right? Like, how do you beat that? I don't think it's beatable as Bradner here. And then you don't even have to draw prize cards as Grant, which means, well, I guess Ionos are all gone. Well, actually, I don't know if Grant knows that, though. There might be an Iono left. Will Isaiah attack this game? Good question, Chip. I'm going to put my money on no. Well, no. No, I'm putting my money on no. I don't think Isaiah's attacking this game. And what is Grant stressing about on the other side there? Let's take a look. Don't you just get rid of Owl Fan and keep Hoot Manaphy? All right. I'm not sure what we're stressing about. Oh, now we have to discard one here for Isaiah. Honestly, I have no... Maybe the Radzard just so it doesn't get trapped in the active, to be honest. That might be the play. You do have Super Rod to make it into an attacker, so... It's not trapped, but it does seem like the biggest liability. So we can explain why Grant bossing something rather than knocking out Cleffa was wrong. Because then he can never boss anything ever again. And then Radzard, you can attack with Radzard. It just gives Isaiah like full control over the what Grant gets to attack for the rest of the game. Because it's his last gust effect. Generally, you don't want to give that over to your opponent. Oh, and the boss is being played here as well here. And is being played as well. Ramp the mana fee. I guess I hope to stall for a turn or just like force more resources out of Grant. But Grant's got the Turo, got the switch. And now can establish. You can go like quick search for stadium, play the stadium, Poffin for double Duskull, switch, punch the active hard, go. And I think that like basically sets everything up here for Grant. That's the last stadium I believe, from Isaiah as well. So Area 0 just gets to stick and play the rest of the game now. Didn't Isaiah use Grasping Draw? Isn't that an attack? Dude. Will Isaiah put damage on Grant's side of the field this game? Are you happy now? Are you happy, Curry? All right. Yeah, the Area 0 is... Yeah, I think this is pretty straightforward here from Grant. Switch or... I honestly don't know. Probably switch. Turo's like a more powerful card. Hold on to that. Poffin for... Duskulls, I think. Yeah, just get the skulls and just punch. Chilling. Finally, Grant puts the skulls in play. It did take a while. But I think it was a mistake from Bradner to actually have played the stadium last turn. So, like, Grant should not have access to Duskull here. Not that it would probably really matter because of the whiff of Bradner on the last turn. Over to Bradner again. Still no Super Rod. And if you want to draw cards here, you probably have to give up too many resources to actually... Dude, this is so bad. You have to like play out, dude. I mean, if Grant still has Iono, you just lose to Iono. Like Bradner could go Ultra Ball, E-Switch. Oh my! You could go Ultra Ball. Oh yeah, I think he messed up the E-Switch there. The E-Switch I think had to be E-Switched over and then E-Switched back. Dude. Do you have to KO double Duskulls here, though, as Isaiah anyway? So maybe you have to go pause the Duskull, Ultra Ball away the Ultra Ball in the research, restart into Super Rod, play Super Rod, recover Fire, Grass, Vessel away the E-Switch, get a Fire, attach a Fire to the active, or Fire, Grass, knock out double Duskull, get 2 prize cards. Genius. It's beautiful. Yep, there it is. I imagine the skull's got to go here. Okay, Brenner agrees. Does Grant ever run out of Pokemon? Also, like the thing that I brought up, does... Oh, we need to get a V-Star as well. Holy. That's fine, though. Does Iona win the game here? What do we have? We'll have 2 cards, 4 cards. Yeah, Iona wins the game here. If Grant has Iona, Grant wins with Iona. I think Grant does have the Iona left as well. So the question just becomes, does Grant see the play? Pretty sick way to win. The Iona deck out. Does not happen very often. I also think Grant just wins by attacking the active. Those are pretty pitiful prize cards. The Iona dub is available, and it's definitely the cooler way to win the game. So, not in the discard pile. We have to wait, sit here and wait, let Grant cook for... It could be... It is possible the Iona is prize. That'd be the only thing. I guess it could be prize. I don't think it is, though. I think we saw the prize cards this game. All right. Now, I don't overly fault Grant for missing the Iona win, to be honest. I don't overly fault. It's like not something that comes up very often. Is it there? Dude, don't take the Iona. I mean, there's so many ways to win here as Grant. Like, you probably boss the Radzard, and that also wins you the game. The Iona play is just way cooler. It is there, though. Honestly, we all feel a little bit better knowing that Grant threw here again, right? We all feel a little bit better. So did just take boss to set up for the win on the next turn. There's the knockout on the Drago. This does still win Grant the game. But, you know, winning sooner is better. I guess the only thing would have been, like, if Isaiah had an Iona left, maybe Isaiah could have won. If there was an Iona prize. No, but you couldn't even play it because you deck out. It doesn't even matter. All right, there's a concede. Okay. Grant continues to bring it back. But now this game, we will see Isaiah going... Actually... No, Grant goes first here. Grant goes first. Another game. This is the last game that Grant will get to go first, though. If Grant wins this one, Isaiah is going first in the last game. So Grant gets to go first. We could see a tie-up at 3-3. Is there a context behind the show match? Grant tweeted out that the deck was broken. Bradner was like, no, it's probably like 50-50. And then Grant was like, all right, that's money match. Yeah. Grant said, after Dortmund, Grant was like, my deck's broken, beats everything. Bradner was like, nah, matchup's probably 50-50. I'm sure I can take 4 out of 8 against you. And then Grant was like, all right, money match. And here we are. All right, how are we looking here? So Grant's going first. The hand is fine, right? Nest Ball for Fan, Ultra Ball for Terapagos. Noctowl unlocks the rest, right? Duskull top deck. Could look for an aggressive Dusknoir play. I'm not sure about that. Ooh, now we got the Dusknoir in hand. Definitely makes you want to go for it a little bit more. The Clefairy from Isaiah. It's pretty good, I'm not going to lie. Donnie, you're so weird, bro. I got you, bro. I got you. I'll give you a second chance. If it hasn't, Isaiah already been proven right no matter what. I mean, they're still just doing a money match anyway, so they're doing a, what's it called? That's a 7. All right, Grant has the fan. Like I said, Ultra Ball becomes the Terapagos to enable the Noctowls. Got 2 Owls. This is where Iona feels... Honestly, yeah, if they use fan... Dude, imagine playing Terapagos and getting judged. Do you just pack it? Like, you're like, all right, well, you got me. Like, imagine going against, like, the Roaring Moon deck or Raging Ball. They go first against you. You go second. You do your thing. And then they're just like, all right, judge knockout. And you're like, well, that's it. Pack it up. Like, the Noctowl being in the hand off the Phantom seems like such a big deal. I mean, obviously, you could draw into something off the thing, but... Hoots are in. Manaphy's in. You could play the Ultra Ball right now to go and get the Terrapago. So if you do get Iono'd, you don't need that much more to work with. There's a low chance that Isaiah does Iono you here, though. Isaiah only plays 2 Iono. But you definitely would not like to get Iono'd here without a Terrapagos in play. I'm sure that's what Grant's thinking about here. It's like, well, shoot. What are we doing? At Dortmund, I got judged in the mirror. Honestly, kind of a genius play. Ooh, mirror match. Go first. Set up some owls. Turn 2, judge, knockout. Yeah, I've never really, like, watched the Terrapagos deck play that much. But now that I've watched it a little bit more play out... I've watched it play out a little bit more. Dude, your hand is so... Like, keeping your hand off your Fan Rotom is so important. It seems like such a big deal. All right. Over to Bradner. No Iono. Hand is fine, though. Nothing... Owl, once again, going to the discard pile, but that's kind of predictable. It's where it belongs. Gonna go ahead and grab a... Drago to begin with. I was wondering if it was going to be an Ogerpon, but it is going for this just for the Drago. Makes sense. And it does have the Cleffa to back up the hand on the end. Also has a Temple of Sinnoh. So throw down turn 1, which means it doesn't become a bump to an area 0, but it does mean Grant has to find an area 0 to attack on this first turn, which I'm sure the possibility of just being able to go double turbo attack would be nice. And you're not like feeling that bad about having to put an area 0 in play, I'm sure, here as Grant, especially if it comes through the Chorus, you know, gonna go ahead and get it anyways, so we'll see though. Also could not, I assume you just attach the grass, so I don't see a reason to not attach this. And you throw out the Sinnoh, drag Bolt in the discard pile, Drago's unfortunate to see go, and then, like I said, that is where the Noctowl belongs, so. And then it's just only gonna be a Cleffa for 1, to be honest, which is not great, but having the 1 prior turn in the active is good. And then you don't need that much more here, obviously, as Isaiah. Oh, wait a second. Oh, we're going to burn the switch here. Okay, draw 2, I guess. That seems fine. The switch is... Honestly, I would maybe cut switch from Drago. That card sucks. Just play better. I've never seen someone use the switch for actual effect. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, I win now because I have switch. It doesn't exist. All right, over to Grant. Pale 1 Drago looks... I can't see it not happening. I think it's going to happen. Prime. Get the Noctowl in there. Hopefully find the Pidgeot, Featherball thing. Get the Quick Search cooking. And then Colossus Tenacity. As long as it's not priced. Hey, it's pretty good. This should be a KO on Drago on the bench. Turn 2 here from Grant. This is the first time we see Grant's deck do the thing. Yeah, Grant's deck has finally done the thing. The thing is happening. And it's pretty cool. Coming from a control player, coming from a Laxall player. The switch, you're already losing those matchups anyways. Take the L. Plus, also, control and stall. Bro, Lugia will take care of y'all. I'm not stressing. I'm not stressing. Only took 6 games. Yes, it's like, you know how people say, like, this deck bricks 1 of 6 games? The Terrapagos deck for Grant is like, it does its thing 1 of 6 games. Like, 5 games... We aren't completely dead drawing, but we're basically not doing anything we want to do. But 1 of 6 games, turn 2 knockout on your Drago. Got him. Question is, do we want that? What do you want here? I assume you want... I've been like a big fan of the idea of second Terrapagos, personally. But Grant's been going for like Hoot Hoots or like... Usually just Hoot Hoots, to be honest. Sometimes the Dippity. But isn't eyeing up the Terrapagos this time. I like the second Terrapagos. I just don't want to lose my bench when my Terrapagos dies. I'm trying to hit hard again on the next turn. I guess it's maybe less relevant in... No, you still got like KO Ogrepons and stuff, though. There it is. 0 card hand. The whole combo has come together. To be honest, Double Dusk. You're not getting off Double Candy Dust on our next turn. You're capping. You're trolling. There we go, though. Knockout. First 2 prize cards. And Isaiah has been super set back now at this point. Dusting off the prize cards. Can get that established so it can't be chased down by... Look, it's looking pretty good for Grant. I'd be shocked. If Grant loses this one. This would be a surprise. Giving up the boss? Boss is broken, though. All right, Isaiah's trolling already off the rip here. I thought we were going to... Wait, we are Ionoing here for sure, right? Oh, wait, Colch's Tenacity has been played. It's online. We have Prime Canceling Cologne. Oh, boy. Now, giving up the boss is still interesting, though. I guess, were we gonna research double boss? What? Wait. Did we not go for it? He did not Tenacity? Oh, did he not Tenacity? I just assume he did Tenacity. Okay, never mind. If he did a Tenacity, I guess we're chilling. Giving up a boss is still weird there. I feel like we always give up the research there. Okay, my bad, my bad. Okay, safe then. Safe on Grant's side. There's the Kyurem. All right, there's some cards here. We also got the Jamming Tower, so can aggressively bump that stadium. Get rid of Manaphy, or not Manaphy. Owl Fan, right? Owl Fan. Keep Hoot Duskull. And then got Nest Ball for Dippity. We got Nest Ball for a Drago. And then we could ultra... Well, we want to attach return. Do we just go maybe Drago attach? Maybe we don't Dippity, actually. I take it back. Yeah, maybe it's just Drago attach to Drago. And then if Grant wants to boss a Drago again, like, all right, that's fine. We'll see what... I guess you could grab Dippity, draw 3. No, but then you would have Dippity first, though, because then we wanted to Dippity into a Drago to save the Ultra Ball. But you could Dippity for 3 here and then Ultra Ball away the Kyurem plus the thing. But keeping around the threat of the Kyurem is pretty nice as well. So this seems fine. Just draw 5. You don't need to stress the Dippity right now. Seems reasonable. Alrighty. Over to Grant. And honestly, Terapagos knockout active seems chill. There's the boss top deck there. I think it's possible for Grant to fill the bench and actually knock out the Drago with the energy, but I don't know if that's the way you want to take, to be honest, the route you want to take. Dusknoir KO active plus fill bench KO. The next thing, go down to 1 prize card is... I mean, honestly, that seems kind of mid as well. Honestly, I have no idea how I'd approach this turn. I almost feel like just knocking out the active seems fine. Wait, did Grant discard the Terapagos there? I guess Grant did. Instead of the other owl. So what, you could throw the other owl, I guess? I don't know. Once again, just when you're this far ahead, though, just having attackers established seems kind of better. Just like keep your Terapagos in play. I guess it is for the Turo. Or maybe it is for the speed wing potential. Are we speed winging this Cleffa here? I don't hate the speed wing angle. Pictures for Owl, get Poffin Stadium, boss Drago. I just don't know if you want to boss Drago. I just kind of want to evolve the Duskull to a Dusknoir and knock out active. I just want to like protect my... Yeah, KOing the Drago doesn't seem... Like this is our last Gust effect here as Grant. Grant does not have another Gust effect. But that's what Grant's going for here. It's just going for the KO on that Drago. Oh, I guess we do have double Duskull now in play though. We do have double Duskull. But we don't have that many cards in hand to begin with. Are we even going to be able to pull off the... Like, our hand can't candy Dusknoir. We're going to get 2 prize cards in a top deck, though. But we could get Iono'd here. It is also possible for Isaiah to KO double Duskull here. Isaiah could go do a Kyurem play, or you could just go with, like, Prime Catcher, KO double Duskull. You don't really want to do that. We'll see, though. But if you KO active here as Isaiah, if you just KO the active with Tina, that also seems like a decent play, to be honest. And then worry about the Duskulls next turn, maybe. There is the Iono in hand, actually, though. The Iono is here. So put him down to a 2-card hand. Tina KO active. That seems kind of reasonable to me. That seems reasonable to me. Drawing into... Oh, I guess we're out of stadiums. Maybe beating up to Legacy Star back at stadium is okay here as well. Honestly, the switch being gone at this point... Actually, is the switch gone here for Bradner? The switch would be nice to be able to go from Drago to Drago. Because this feels like a game where we need to set up... It feels like for Bradner here... Oh, I guess we have... Honestly, we have Radzard as well, though. I was going to say, this feels like a game where we don't really want to do Radzard because of the Cleffa in play, though, still. This feels like a game where we want to go set up Drago, punch into... Set up Drago, punch for a turn, and then immediately pivot into a new Drago. Feels like the kind of game that we're currently in here for Bradner. Couldn't we just grab Dippity and draw 3 with Dippity and then use the rest of these Ultra Balls with more resources? What do we all... We could have grabbed Tina there as well, though, right? Or is Tina... No, We're not playing the Iono. Okay. I guess that makes sense then. We're not grabbing the Tina. So we're not Tina-ing this turn either. Bradner's going for something else. I guess. Does Bradner actually salvage this? I think it definitely is salvageable. Yeah, I think it definitely is salvageable here for sure. Because you could just play like... Well, I thought we were going to go the Iono route to reduce the odds of Grant having Candy, Dusknoir, Knockout. But instead, Isaiah's going with the research. Because I was thinking we just want to Tina KO the active. There's the Prime Catcher hit, though. So this means that Bradner can get... We could have established Dippity, too, though. I feel like we should have Ultra Ball for Dippity and drawn with Dippity first. That gives us more cards to work with then with those Ultra Balls as well. Maybe. We do have the Prime, so you could KO double Duskull here as Bradner, or you could ignore the Duskulls for a turn. Like I said, you do need to, like, you either need to get into Radzard or you need to get into a fresh Drago on the following turn as well, though. Here comes the Vessel. I assume to get rid of the Hoot Hoot. Oh, gives up the Radzard. Okay. Seemed like a reasonable option to have later the game goes, but I guess we have Super Rod left, so we could recover it. We need another E-Switch here as Bradner, and you really don't want to use Legacy Star. Using Legacy Star here honestly sounds terrible. So we're looking for E-Switch or Dippity here. And then we need a Dippity into the E-Switch. Okay, we did find the E-Switch. But we can't attack back-to-back turns with this Regidrago. We'll just lose to getting punched twice. So that's weird now. I don't think you can ignore the Duskull can you? We maybe do Prime KO double Duskull here, to be honest. Oh, or do we have a Kyurem play, actually? A Kyurem seems fine, actually. Yeah, we might have a Kyurem play here, actually. We actually back-to-back Kyurem for the win, right? KO double Duskull Hoot Hoot. Is Kyurem in the discard? We maybe just have Kyurem. Okay, it's there, yeah. So KO double Duskull plus Hoot Hoot, and the next turn KO double Noctowl plus Manaphy. That's pretty chill. What is Isaiah thinking about? Oh, maybe knocking out the Manaphy itself instead? The Night Stretcher is still available, though. It's maybe going to... Well, I don't know. Is this the same thing, though? If you KO the Manaphy, it forces Grant to have Night Stretcher. But if you KO the Hoot Hoot, it forces Grant to retreat the active. Isn't it always better to KO the Noctowl? Because the Noctowl can get a Night Stretcher. The Manaphy can't get an energy. So this feels backwards, right? Am I tripping? Because now Grant's going to go, okay, cool, Noctowl for Manaphy. Like, it's the same thing, but... Oh, I guess Isaiah also actually literally has to recover Prime Catcher and Cologne here. I feel like you remove the Hoot Hoot from play. It, like, reduces Grant's options, right? If he ignores Manaphy but retreats it, forces Gus Cologne again. I guess maybe like this also opens the opportunity of prize cards getting involved, right? So now the Night Stretcher could be prized, and then there's just no Manaphy, right? So maybe this is the better play. Oh, my bad. This plays around Turo, though. Does it? Can't you just Turo the Hoot Hoot? This doesn't play around Turo at all, right? Oh, yeah. Grant could also just go... or Noctowl. Pick up Noctowl, just leave a Hoot Hoot on your bench, right? That's fine. So it's like the same... I guess it's the same thing, though. In that, but Hoot Hoot... Noctowl can find cards. Manaphy can't find cards. So I don't know. I keep coming back to that, where it's just like... If we evolve Hoot Hoot to Noctowl, that can find 2 trainer cards. Manaphy is a Manaphy. I still feel... Well, I guess with the prize card involvement. That's the thing, right? But yeah, we can just Turo a Noctowl here. And then just leave a Hoot Hoot and a Noctowl on our bench. And then there's still 3 prize cards left for Bradner. How many E-Switches do you have left? He can double Kyurem. He has plenty of E-Switch left. And Legacy Star. Well, I guess, well, we can maybe... No, both boss are gone, actually. Legacy Star has to get Canceling Clone Prime. But there's like 2 E-Switch left. There's E-Switches. There actually might be 3 E-Switch left. So yeah, here for Grant, if you do play Turo here, you completely remove the win condition from Bradner. If you just stretch it for Manaphy, the win condition is still available. So I feel like you just Turo here, right? You just Turo. Does Grant have a... Oh. Wait, Grant's out of Gust effects, right? Oh yeah, that's what we were talking towards last turn. Oof. So as Grant here... Sheesh. As Grant here, you have to go Turo Hoot Hoot bench Duskull, right? Turo Hoot Hoot bench Duskull. If you don't have Duskull on your... No, you can't do that, though. He's putting the Manaphy back in play, but now you lose to the... Maybe you have to be okay to losing to that. Oh, no, but the active Regidrago is literally stuck in the active, right? Unless you Legacy Star for a switch card. I was thinking, like, you could switch into Radzard, punch with Radzard, and then Grant's out of Gust, so you can't get... Oh, but then you would get access to Countercatcher. Yeah, Grant won't get access to Countercatcher if Radzard attacks, so then I guess you do have access to Gust effects. Okay, maybe it is fine then. No, but then we should go with the Turo route then, right? Then we should go with the Turo route, because even if we get hit by Radzard, then we get Countercatcher. So doing this play from Grant is incorrect then. We should just not bench Duskull and just Turo our Noctowl, leave a Hoo-Hoo and a Noctowl in play, and pass. But now, Bradner can actually win this turn. Yeah, so I think this is a mistake here then from Grant. Should just have played the Turo and punch. And then we eventually win. Does Blustery Wind, we Blustery Wind for a hundo? We could Blustery Wind, remove a liability. Oh, wait, that would have been interesting. Yeah, Blustery Wind, knockout. You lose Tina. Well, I don't know if you care if you get attacked by a Tina, though. If Tina attacks you, I think you just probably win as Grant. Like, that's too much energy gone. So if Tina attacks, you just... Oh, no, Tina attacks you, you would win because you could KO the Drago. But you could Blustery Wind and, like, remove liabilities. True. That would... Actually, the Blustery Wind play would have been cute. Should he bench Duskull if he's benching Manaphy? He can't bench both. He lost both Duskulls. Yeah. He only has one Night Stretcher. He couldn't get all three back. He couldn't get two back. Yeah, the Pidgeot attack is actually a really cute play there, actually. You could have just held the Night Stretcher and then... Actually, could we have got like another Terapagos down and then left our bench as Duskull Hoot Hoot? And that might have worked, actually. Could we have left our bench as Duskull Hoot Hoot, Blustery Wind, Bump Stadium? And then do we have enough to like... We have a Terapagos in hand. What am I saying? So if we had bench Terapagos, Stretcher for Duskull, Pidgeot punch the active, bump the Stadium, discard Noctowls. That's a cool play. And then, yeah, that's a pretty cool play. I like that play. I don't know if that's the better play, but I think the only play you shouldn't do here as Grant is what Grant is doing, which is giving... You don't have to give Isaiah this opening, I don't think. I don't think Grant has to give Isaiah an opening here through the Kyurem play. Like, now you could just lose as Grant, but I don't think you have to do that. I think you could play in a way as Grant where you never give Isaiah a win condition next turn and still win on your next turn. So I think we're going to see... I think Bradner's pretty close to it. Bradner has, like, Fire, Grass, E-Switch. Bradner's actually, I think, maybe just an E-Switch short. Or maybe E-Switch and... he can vac. Oh, he could still vacuum. True. Okay, is vacuum the better of those two options, then? That probably is, actually. Because then you get to save your Pidgeot. You don't get, like, Iono Tina knocked out. Okay, maybe this is still the better play. Yeah, maybe this... But then we shouldn't have gotten Manaphy. Then we don't need Manaphy if we're clearing up our bench, right? So the Manaphy take is still bad, and it should be a Duskull still to be able to deal with a potential Radzard play. But now that we don't have Duskull, Bradner could go into Radzard. Bradner could, like, Legacy Star into Switch, get, like, Radzard Fire with a Super Rod, switch into Radzard, knock out Terapagos. Oh, but that does give Grant the Countercatcher still, though. So I guess it's not... Yeah, that gives Grant Countercatcher. Grant would win through Countercatcher. So it's like, whatever. Wait, Grant has Countercatcher left, right? I think so. Vacuum takes sustainably more resources. It's a discussion. It is true. It does definitely take more resources. Use up the candy. Bump the Stadium. Yeah, I guess you could discard a Noctowl at this point. And then just punch, right? Now you're just punching for some damage. And then over to Bradner. Now Bradner does not have a win condition. No, Bradner still has the Radzard play, but Grant should have Countercatcher. So Grant would then get access to Countercatcher. So maybe like Iono plus Radzard. Maybe Grant wouldn't be able to get enough Pokemon in play to actually get the knockout. That's possible, I guess. Grant can't Dusk anyways because Isaiah's on one prize. Oh, that is fair. I guess like the Dusk doesn't matter at that point because you would be on one prize card. True. Yeah, my bad. All right, so we're going for the bench refill here with the Terapagos to hit a little bit harder. Isaiah might be out of Stadium, so this might be fine. Yeah, we would be on one prize card. So maybe the Dusknoir play doesn't actually work then. I might be trolling with the Dusknoir play then. You discard the Radzard last turn. Yeah, but he has Super Rod and Legacy Star still. So maybe the win condition here from is the win condition from Bradner here. Hope counter catches prize, punch with Radzard. There's no way to win this turn. That's the best play that I see. Now, if I say did play Halucha though, you could Halucha the Dippity and the Manaphy. That'd be 3. But Grant probably would have played it different. Well, maybe. I don't know. Grant did a whole ton of roundabout stuff on that last turn. Let's see. Yeah, we can't leave this Drago in the active, that's for sure. That's why if we got another Drago V down on the last turn, I think Isaiah would just like almost guaranteed win. If we could like get this Drago V-Star into a fresh Drago V-Star, I think Isaiah maybe just wins the game. With Radzard, Grant wins by Briar. No, because Bradner would be on one prize card. But Grant would win with Counter Catcher at that point, so Counter Catcher would also still work. Yeah, Briar, they have to have 2 for Briar to work, but I mean, it's looking pretty rough no matter what here. Dude, are we actually going to get a Game 7? Goodbye, Dippity. Goodbye, V-Star. Smack Pidgeot with Radzard. Smack Pidgeot with Radzard. Ooh, yo, that's a play. That's a play. That's a lot. Does that work? You maybe are cooking there. Get Radzard. Smack the Pidgeot. Yeah, and then we could Dragapult next turn. We would need another Gust. KO Noctowl or Manaphy plus the Pidgeot. That is a play. True. Halucha Prime wins. Bradner doesn't play Halucha. Oh no, did the game bug out? Uh-oh. I mean, as far as I can tell, it looks like the game bugged out. No. Oh no, he's picking. He's picking. I didn't see the go back button. It looked like a bug out. It's not a bug out though. Very much alive. Grass. Okay. Yeah, the Radzard play is the play that I see, but I don't know. I don't know how many resources we have left because we have to Gust twice and have You need a lot still as Bradner. You need a Gust twice. You just need a lot. Yeah, you need a ton still, but you trying to win this turn? No, there's no win condition this turn. I don't think you can't win this turn. PV stars out of cards. I mean, he needs to like somehow draw into. I don't know if there's like a Iono or Super Rod or yeah, Iono or Super Rod left in the deck, but you need something like that. He's checking if he used the abilities. Bro, he's in the tank. 2 Iono gone. Maybe there's a Super Rod left. I don't know if there's a Super Rod left. Okay, unexpected. The Ogre Pawn getting ready for battle. Was not on my yeah, unexpected. Both these players are ultra in the tank. Yeah, they're tanking in this game for sure. Someone tell me he hasn't V-Starred this game. I'm sure he knows. He probably would have conceded if he thought he had used his V-Star. Fatigue setting in. It's been a long match. Restart for 1. I don't know what we're hoping for here, but probably not Ogre Pawn. No damage last game, no V-Star this game. Game 7 means no damage and no V-Star dubs. There's a Legacy Star, but I don't... Probably was looking for the Super Rod. Takes Prime Super Rod. I don't know where this leads, though. I don't think it leads anywhere. There's the Radzard take, but it's too little too late, right? Also, we don't have another Gust Effect to work with anyways. Yeah, we don't have another Gust Effect to work with anyways. Also, we can't even get into the Radzard this turn. I don't think it even matters. Isn't Grant out of stadiums and vacuums? How does he get Temple with... how does he get around Temple without Dusk in play? Second double turbo. I think he's got another double turbo left. That would be the way. Bring up the Owl. Bring up the Manaphy. Bring up the... No, it has another. Does have a third stadium left, it looks like. Oh, no, we did vacuum one. Yeah, Grant is out of stadiums here. But I think has a double turbo. Also, Isaiah would deck out before that would actually matter, I think. So just going for the Ogre Pawn knockout. And then Grant has to not have enough basic Pokemon to get the return KO, which I guess could be possible. I'm actually not sure. Actually, is this happening? Maybe? Where are Grant's basics at? How many basics does Grant have left? Squad? 2 fans plus a bench. Okay. Game 7 on the way. Bradner will be going first in Game 7 here. We did get... I didn't think we were going to get here. We got all the way to a Game 7, though. Here it is. And yeah, Bradner will be going first in this one. Bradner will be going first in this Game 7. What a great script. Insane script. All right, I'm going to run the ad so you guys don't catch it in the game. Here we go. Let's see what this one looks like. Any script flippers? Dude, the dippity puns are insane. The way the first 3 games and now the next 3 games went, one would think they switched accounts midway through the challenge. Come on, Bradner, don't let your fellow Drago players down. Azul's learned a lot from Chip, I see. What the heck? I've been casting. I don't know if the players need a break or not. I guess we should start on Bradner's side. That Bradner will be going first. Oh, unless you're talking about the script. I learned from Chip's script writing. So Bradner will be where you want. You want to be going first in this matchup for sure. Bradner will be going first. We'll see if Grant can... Well, actually, Bradner's been like whiffing turn 2 attacks and stuff, though. So, like, there hasn't been that much... You've been using the Chip advice about ads? Oh, true. That is true. Yeah, run the ads in between the games so it doesn't pop up during the game. I got you. I'm evolving as a content creator. Both players here. It could be a bathroom break situation. Okay, maybe it was. But it looks like Grant's here now. All right, we're into it. Here we go. Game 7. Bradner will be going first. So will you learn how to play ice hockey? No. All right, here we go. Seems fine. Test out the Ogre Pawn draw. Could fall back on the Squawkabilly. Has the potential for an aggressive prime as well. Yeah. Hand is... Oh, well. I just like the one thing with this hand. You don't really want to... You are going to lose your prime, I guess. Which kind of sucks. Oh, well. Prime's got to go. I guess it's in the discard pile for a potential aggressive... Legacy Star Recovery. That's a pretty good hint. I don't even know if you would I feel like you should maybe play both Nest Balls first here, to be honest. Ooh. The boss is not great. But, I mean, it's got to be, what? Drago Pawn or Drago here? Drago Owl? Is this an Owl moment? Oh, no, it's got to be Squawkabilly. Damn, never mind. I got excited. Owl is not getting grabbed here. Dude, the Owl, dude. It's really good. All right, let's get the Squawkabilly. Let's get our Drago. Yeah, we got to go with the Billy here. The boss draw there was not great. So you definitely didn't want to draw a boss there. Definitely did not want to draw the boss there. Oh, well, it's got to go. We're never not Billy in here. Did prize 1 E-Switch. Cologne is available. I believe the other boss is in the deck as well. And does have both stadiums. I missed the first 2 games. Has Owl and Drago done anything today? I think we used it once. Why not thin first there? That's what I think should have happened. I think we should have actually thinned out the deck first there. We should have played double Nest Ball because I think we're always grabbing. I guess like there was a possibility you don't get Squawk, maybe. Or I guess the Hoot Hoot was a play, right? You do probably want to be able to get the Hoot Hoot. So I guess it does make sense to use Ogre Pawn first. Because, yeah, if you could get Hoot Hoot, Drago, Squawk here, that would be pretty good. The Ogre Pawn first was fair, I guess. Maybe you're so likely to Squawk here that you don't want to draw good cards pre-Squawk. Yeah, that'd be like the only argument I feel like for sure against it. All right, no E-Switches found here, but yeah, it's still a pretty good draw there from Bradner. Could Nest Ball for that Hoot Hoot. I mean, hey, if we're not gonna get him now, when do we get him? I feel like Bradner just is like forced to go get the Hoot Hoot here. You like have to go get Hoot Hoot here. Otherwise, you're admitting that the Noctowl was terrible. This is like a pivotal moment in the history of Noctowl in the Drago deck. Like if we're not Nest Balling for Hoot Hoot right now, you gotta cut it from the deck. It's gotta get cut. There's no way. You can't not grab the Hoot Hoot here. When is there a better time to grab the Hoot Hoot? Noctowl prize, though? It's not. It's in the deck. The Noctowl is in the deck. Yeah, there it is. All right. All right, we did grab the... Yeah, if this is like, how do you... Even though there's a Squawkabilly on the bench clogging it up a little bit, like, you always grabbing the Hoot Hoot there. All right. Ooh. That... Oh, my... Pidgey live! Pidgey! This is so bad. It's all on the Pidgey. Does Pidgey survive the turn to then go get Iono and pray to draw good cards? Let's find out. Vessel coming in. Probably just go grab just a Fire Energy. I don't think you want to like... Maybe you could grab Fire Grass. You could mill... Oh, going double Fire Act. Oh, okay, maybe not. We're not there quite yet, but Bradner does not need very much. Bradner does not need very much here. We'll see. And doesn't like need to... Yeah, you just need to attack with Dragon Bolt here. Mew, that's more cards. Drago, Attach Fire, Jamming Tower, Bench Mew, Mew, draw 1. Okay. Kira Morpalt. Kirim, you don't want to Kirim, I don't think you're... I mean, Kirim would be interesting. You could KO Pidgey, Hoot Hoot, I guess. Oh, doesn't even bench the Mew. Okay. There's the Ultra Ball. There's the E-Switch. I mean, I don't even know if you'd want to cure him even if you could, like, even if you get the cure him play. I don't think you want to cure him here. But this should be game, I think. I think this is game here. Retreat to the Drago. E-switch the energy over. I think Dragapult's in the discard pile. Second Ogre Pawn. I don't know how I feel about that. You could have left the bench space open, to be honest, but... Oh, just into the Owl. I mean, you don't need it, but it's there. You have Hoot Hoot, so you cure him? I don't think so. I think you just Dragapult. I mean, also, you don't have Kirim in the discard pile. If Kirim was in the discard pile, it would be a different discussion, but even then, I think you still just Phantom Dive. But you definitely don't Legacy Star to get to the Kyurem. Ever. If you just had Kyurem in the discard pile, you could. I don't know, I'm kind of content with just, I think you could lose, though, to like a potential late game Iota, though. I don't know. I feel like you're in such a commanding spot in this situation. Oh, we have Dippity for 3. Okay. Dippy for 3. More hoots. We got the Cruel Arrow set up, of course. Pretty good. All right, and pass over to Bradner. I mean, honestly, Boss Punch the Pheasant Dippity, but not knock it out seems pretty good here. You can't win this turn, so Boss Punch Dippity and spread damage seems pretty chill to me. That's what I think I would go for, but we don't have a boss yet, so the boss is in the deck though. And just save Legacy Star for another turn. Legacy Star's kind of broken. The longer you hold it, the better it gets. So you could also like KO. Also KO triple Hoot Hoot, but with Kyurem, it's like, once again, I just don't want to use the Kyurem. I hate using Kyurem. You always wait as long as you possibly can. Stay waiting. I think just Boss Punch spread seems chill. All right, the 2 double Dragos fully stacked as well. Is it full chillin'? I don't know. I don't know if I would take a knockout without. I don't know if I would take a KO here though. But this seems fine as well, I guess. It's not terrible. I don't know. I kind of like the boss play though. Man, that owl is getting... We do still just win. Actually, this just wins the game anyways, though, right? This is fine. Even though we give the Dippity draw over, there's no comeback potential, right? With Legacy Star available? Yeah, there's no comeback potential still here, though. Pretty good jack there. Get the owls. Currently, we lose on board. We have to, like... What is even the possible... Is there even a... I don't know if there is. I don't even know if there is a win condition. Because, like, you can't heal and actually do something. As Grant here. I don't think you can heal and do a play. Okay. That gets the Terrapagos. Couldn't use Noctowl. There was no Terra in play. Ogerpon. There's no. Yeah, there's. What other Terra would there be? For Grant? Oh, for Grant. Yeah, true. Yeah, we had to wait for the Terrapagos. Kind of just Squawk, Iono, Cruel Arrow, like 5 turns. And hope that Bradner forgets about Legacy Star. That might be the only out here for Grant. Has to hope that Bradner doesn't remember Legacy Star. If he KOs all that energy on the bench, is it over? If Grant KOs the bench Drago, can Grant win? No. That's not like a win condition. Well, I assume that's what you're asking. No, Grant KOing the energy on the bench is not Jover. Is it Bradner's game to lose? Yes, definitely. Grant's still going through the motions here, but definitely Bradner's game to lose. Roll out with 4 damage would at least stop Bradner winning next turn. Grant's already played Jack, so he can't play Turo. Yeah, we already played the Jack, so no Turo is available. More owls? Sure. But yeah, once again, this doesn't lead to anything. So just thinking, a consistent version of this deck that Jack is either research or I don't know. Wait, was the Jack in the hand last turn? Oh, what if Grant KO'd the bench Drago and 8 Bradner's active Drago? That is an out. That is an out. That would be an out. True, true, true. You're cooking. Is going to find the Turo, but yeah, I can't play it. He even immediately mouses over it like, I wish. He doesn't even... Wait, what can he KO this turn? He can KO Squawk, I guess? Yeah, you KO Squawk. You got to do something, right? You got to draw some prize cards. But yeah, game is on board here. Grant is hoping for like an Omega throw. Oh, just literally punching the active. Okay. Sure. Okay with the Hoot Hoot. Genius. Yeah, Grant actually, you know what? Honestly, I respect this play from Grant. We can't let Bradner continue to push the Noctowl in Drago propaganda. If Bradner wants to get value out of the Noctowl here, could convince more people to play it. So you gotta... I like this. I like this from Grant. Put it where it belongs, in the discard pile. Very good. I like that choice from Grant. We're going out on an L, but a dub to quell the Noctowl propaganda overall. Bradner is responding in kind with well, I guess this makes sense for when you Legacy Star here. You gotta prime into it, it's the same thing. Now you don't have to hard retreat. Well, responding in kind in terms of maximum actions, it looks like here. There we go. Boston Prime, that gets the job done. Bradner wins 4-3 after a 3-0 start. Grant was able to pull some back. But it felt like a lot of Grant's wins were just due to, like, if both decks set up and play the game, it feels a lot. It seems like it's a good matchup for Bradner, to be honest. Grant's wins were mostly came to like Bradner whiffing turn to attack, but I mean, I guess that doesn't happen that often with the deck. I feel like maybe I'm wrong though. I learned something about this matchup. This matchup to me seems favorable for Drago. I guess like a big card though, after watching those games as well though, a big card for that matchup honestly seems like Buffalon, which is something that Grant didn't play. The Buffalon seems like it could be a pretty big player. Stops the Tina KOs, and then it also shuts down the Kyurem damage as well to like KO Hoots, stuff like that.